Warning. The Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
From the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck are you talking about, atheist?
It's okay. You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be liked.
You're garbage,
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Hello, everyone.
Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 233.
Yeah, 233 for eternity.
Yep, and Scotty's back,
Man,
which is
TJ,
cool.
I want to take a minute to...
You want to smoke weed every day? That sounds great, Scotty. All right.
I think we already know I do, TJ. I want to take a minute, to thank you, TJ.
You're welcome.
To thank you for all the hard... Oh, TJ, can I speak, TJ?
Yeah.
To thank you for all the hard work.
Unfortunately, you can.
Yeah, it is unfortunate for you, TJ.
Yeah.
But, TJ, I want to put that aside for a moment. I want to say you're a great guy, TJ. You've done a lot for this show. You're a wonderful person. We should all just get down on our fucking hands and knees and bow before you, TJ. That's kind of fucking shit you want to hear from the sycophants, TJ. All these fucking sycophants. But look, TJ, your audience has been seeing it. People have been seeing the real TJ lately. They're gonna, TJ is dropping this persona. Like, he just gets home and you see, late at night I'll see TJ with no one around. And he's just sitting in a dark room and he's just angry and he's upset at the world.
Yeah.
And, TJ, I think it's time you give the audience and people what they really want, the truth, TJ.
Right.
What happened on the RV trip, TJ? What happened to it? Where'd all the money go? You and Cody Weber, another notorious scammer.
What happened was Cody stole it all.
Sounds like an unlikely
Cody
story.
done stole it all.
You and Cody split the scamming proceeds. Keane was right. Didn't we just see? Didn't the audience just see last week? Not last week. A few days ago, you praising Brett Keane. You praising him at the same time.
Yeah.
Well,
You deceived Brett, TJ. You deceived Brett.
That was when...
shouldn't have trusted me.
That was when the ghost...
was his fault.
That was when I was possessed by the ghost of Scotty. And I want to apologize to everyone for my behavior in that episode because I was clearly not myself.
Clearly not.
I was wondering because typically, you don't do vindictive things, Ben,
Correct.
True.
Never.
God,
I can't recall one time.
Who won that contest, Scotty? You just ripping those people off, or what? All those people, all those artists worked hard.
TJ.
Submit those TJ and Brett Keane love
A
pictures.
critical examination of the art presented to me takes time.
Where's the reward, Scotty? Where's that money, huh?
The reward is coming.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. In due time, TJ.
Fucking glass house throwing stones.
Not 9 years is not a few weeks, TJ.
Man.
9 years does not make a few weeks, TJ. 9 years or 10 years. Is it 10 years now? Is it 10 years since you ripped off these poor innocent people, TJ, who did nothing but give you their love and devotion, only to be shit upon continuously?
I gave Cody
failed
the money.
project after failed project.
I gave Cody the money. I'm like, Cody, go get the RV.
Scotty, I have a confession. I was one of the people that donated to the RV trip around America.
Yeah.
And I even invited TJ to come stay at my place if he needed a place to stay.
Cody stole that money.
No.
Cody, what happened was I sent Cody the money. I'm like, Cody, get the RV, and I never heard from him again. It's crazy. Crazy stuff.
Give the money back, TJ.
It was all Cody.
Give the money back,
it was
TJ.
all Cody.
Give the money back.
I would if Cody returns it to me. I'd be glad to refund it to the people.
You know, TJ, it's just it's very convenient. Every time TJ supposedly does something wrong, there's always a scapegoat just waiting in the wings.
Another thing is,
remember that, Paul. Remember that.
Another thing is, like, TJ can come on here and bash whoever he wants, and everyone's like, that's funny. TJ's being TJ. But if you bash TJ at all, everyone's like, oh my God, Ben is such an asshole to TJ. I cannot believe it. TJ needs other grown men to defend him.
I don't need them.
Yeah, sure you do.
I just have.
No one's bashing TJ. We're asking people to examine the facts. We're asking people to evaluate TJ and his past behavior.
Listen, guys, your treatment of TJ is shockingly inappropriate, and I think that TJ's an upstanding guy. Never heard him say a bad word about anybody in my presence, and why you guys would pile on him so hard, I don't know.
That fat faggot is right. I've never said a negative word about anybody.
Yeah.
All right, so first announcement, no show on Friday.
No show on Friday.
No show on Friday, so don't... I'm not going to tell them not to do it because then they're just going to do it anyway. Yes, no show on Friday, so expect there to not be one. I'm saying this now, so you're not like, where's the show?
Where's the show?
No show Friday.
We'll still get messages.
It's not a cancellation. We're letting you know ahead of time.
Still get messages. It's still going to happen.
Doesn't matter.
Where's the show? You guys doing the show now? What the hell? Where's the show at, y'all? Huh?
Where's the show, guys? Where's the show?
I thought there could be a show.
Why there no show? Why there no show? That reason's lame. I don't like that. Do the show anyways.
Yeah. Or it's like, it'll be like, everyone's out of town except Scotty. They'll be like, Scotty, do the show by yourself. Do it by yourself, man. You can do it.
I don't think we can fit me being angry at TJ into 3 hours.
Hey. Oh. The show. All right.
So,
fuck you.
Time is coming near.
Faggot. Coughing ass bitch.
May 5th.
I ain't never coughed.
We got 178 people going to 16-bit bar.
Yeah.
178. I'll be honest with you guys. I have no idea how this is going to work out. I know we'll be there. I don't know.
It's going to work just fine. Fuck that.
I don't know, dude.
It's going to be great.
Yep, it's going to be fucking awesome.
So what if there's more people going than is the capacity of the bar? And so what if there's 92 potential more people coming?
So what
if
by fire code, if by law, they have to shut the event down? So
then we're going somewhere else. We're going to take a big fucking crew of people down the road.
We will fucking own this town.
Yes.
Drunken Peasants and our posse going to own Columbus.
We're going to be like a fucking giant street gang.
Yeah, we'd be like a roving street gang. We can rob people. We can beat the shit out of random motherfuckers.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, yeah. I have Dynor shirts to give away. I bought them for the last meetup.
You bought them from the last 2 meetups.
But they didn't show up on time.
No, they didn't. No, not for the last 2, for the last one.
Yeah.
I ordered them, and they got in the day after we left for LA, so I will be giving away several Dynor shirts. Yeah. So if you want one.
If you bring us a Dynor shirt, maybe you can get it signed. Just come up to us and ask us.
You could definitely get it signed by me. I don't know about this maybe shit. I'll sign anything.
Yeah, for a fee, of course, TJ. You fucking greedy piece of shit.
I'll tattoo my name on your firstborn's head if you want me to. I don't give a shit.
You guys forget that we won't be signing anything. We won't be doing anything because Joseph Martelli is clearly going to show up and kill us all in a crazy repressed homosexual rage.
Do you realize if he did show up, there's like an angry mob of almost 200 people that are there because they like us? I mean...
dude, this is the same Joseph Martelli that, like, the second we're like, man, fuck you, Joseph, you're gonna get it for DMCA, and he's like, never mind, I back down instantly.
Oh, he ain't showing up.
So, yeah.
He's not showing up.
He ain't coming. Even if he does, he's gonna get his little bitch ass kicked. Oh, yeah.
All right, so...
Patreon.
You must have Patreon.
We're going to be doing a smoke-a-thon next Patreon show. Yeah. We're going to try to do it when Paul's here, but we might not have the proper ingredients. So if that's not the case, we'll figure something out. Maybe fucking Paul could be the judge or something. I don't fucking know. But hopefully everyone will be able to participate. At any rate, there's going to be a Pan Olympics, and at least 3 of the Drunken Peasants will be involved. Probably all 4. And you could place your bets now as to who is going to prevail.
Me.
It's going to be on the next private show. But remember, you have to become a patron before the end of this month if you want to see it.
Yes.
Because once it's the first, you're too...
Time is slipping away. You must do
late.
it now if you want to see this shit.
You gotta do it now.
Cool.
All right. So, what else? What else? Oh, shirts. Shirts are still for sale.
Yep.
No new shirts yet, but obviously
We got a new shirt coming.
Yeah.
New shirts are coming.
We're getting lots of cool pictures of people wearing the Coolsville shirt.
Yep, and I've seen some people. I've been tweeted some of them, and they look pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great fucking shirt.
They're looking badass.
If you want to look like Paul's ego, buy that fucking shirt. You won't really look like him, but you have a shirt that does.
And you wouldn't really want to.
Oh my God, I can't believe you charged $7 for a stick.
Although I am envious of that beard. I'm going to grow mine again. Mine's more pointy than yours, though.
My ugly, weather-beaten face and, like, disheveled beard can only make you look better by proxy. So wearing the shirt actually makes you more attractive. This
there
is
you fucking go.
Truth.
A scientific truth.
That's
Fuck.
very sexy.
It's an axiom.
You know, before we get into the usual part of the show, I wanted to read this article. It is truly a fucking magical story. It's
Oh, I love this story.
Oh, God, yeah.
I love this story.
This is great.
Meet the hero who duped Ohio into believing Limp Bizkit was having a concert at a gas station.
There you go, TJ.
If 9,000 people camp out at the Sunoco on Wayne Avenue in Dayton, Ohio tonight expecting Limp Bizkit to play Rollin' next to the diesel pump, do not blame Brian Baker. I made the event for 2017, and then people decided that they want it now, he said. If they decide to show up tonight, that's up to Fred and Limp Bizkit. Fucking, Limp Bizkit really missed a golden opportunity here. They should have fucking...
They should have played at that gas station.
They should have.
In Dayton.
Do you know what? You know why I agree with you, TJ? And I hate to say I actually agree with TJ. I really do. But that's the one way they could have fucking owned all this shit. Is Limp Bizkit's like, fuck this asshole on Facebook. We're going to fucking play a concert right there illegally. Who gives shit? No permits.
They could just pull up in a pickup truck and, with all their shit in the back.
Yeah, and they just start fucking jamming out. Exactly.
We fucking Limp Bizkit, bitch.
The funniest thing is that there's like a huge fan following in Dayton, Ohio for Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they are the greatest band of all time, so... Limp Bizkit playing at a gas station, and it's believable, too. If you expect to see any band playing at a gas station, it's Limp Bizkit, If it was any other band, people would be like, that's bullshit.
So this actually went down. I mean, obviously Limp Bizkit didn't play, but people showed up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fucking people showed up.
Yep. They were just waiting for Limp Bizkit to show up and play.
I mean, Dayton is kind of like a... I mean, it has a university and some nice parts, but it kind of has like a lot of trailer parks.
A lot of juggalos there.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of juggalos in Dayton. It's that kind of town.
Yeah. Yeah, and the town where Limp Bizkit is still... a favorite band of the local population. Anyway, continue.
That's like
on.
telling people from any other town, like AC/DC's coming.
They still got it, man.
It's Limp Bizkit, they're coming to town. Fred Durst, he did it all for the nookie.
Isn't there a Fred Durst sex tape, TJ?
Maybe.
I want to say there is. I want to say I heard about that.
I'm not looking to screw on the first date.
Because that's a no-go.
Dude, the amount of mugshots that were taken as the police had to bust this up of people wearing like wife beaters and Junko jeans and with like tons of hair gel in their hair and like you remember that big chunky like silver jewelry that was cool for a while, like the big like ball silver necklaces. I bet there's like 50,000 Dayton police fucking mugshots with that shit because of this. Bravo.
You gotta love Fred Durst, man.
Backwards red hats.
Fake. Dayton Police Department issued a statement. Be aware, there is no Limp Bizkit concert for Wednesday, 420 at Sunoco Station at Kiowa Street and Wayne Avenue. These ads false. These ads false. I love the phrasing there. It's like caveman speech. Oh, these ads false.
Yeah, the Dayton police are made up of Neanderthals.
I can't get it. Here we go. He did it all for the nookie. Fred Durst did not tweet "Party with us at Sudoku" in Dayton at 420 either. But it was too late. At this point, T-shirts and sweatshirts were being made. It was not just the one concert anymore. It is now the Limp Bizkit Sunoco Tour 2016. Daytonite Josh Gwynn, sorry, even uploaded some live footage from the event showing throngs of animated Ohioans rocking out to some of 1999's most remembered nu metal jams outside the Wayne Avenue Sunoco. This really is the greatest thing that's ever happened. I just love it. I mean, I can't even convey how awesome it is that this happened. And the only thing that could have made it cooler is if Limp Bizkit had seized the reins and actually done the fucking show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was believable because it's actually like out of all the bands that have ever existed, I believe that Limp Bizkit would play a gig in front of the fucking Slurpee machine at a Sunoco. Like, it just seems like something that would happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be a slush puppy machine, probably. You ever seen those? Slush puppy?
Yeah.
Slush puppy.
Sounds erotic for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because puppies are associated with tits forever in my mind, thanks to
slush puppy.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Hey, don't mention wrestling, TJ. Don't mention wrestling, man. Come on.
Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast.
You know another thing that happened recently? Dusty Smith was on Facebook, and he made a message about, or a post about the time he was on that MTV reality show and he interviewed Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yep.
So I screen capped what he wrote and tweeted it at Austin, and Austin was like, "Don't remember that." So then, then Dusty got on and was like, "You don't remember me, man? I interviewed you. We talked about this." And then he's like, "Nope, don't remember." Yeah.
His response should have just been like, "What?"
He's not stone cold anymore. He's stone old.
Whoa.
He's getting senile.
Dude,
how many interviews has that guy fucking done?
Dude, he would open up a can of whoop ass on you, dude.
Yeah, if he could fucking...
If he could catch you.
No. If he could fucking even find the strength to open a can, his feeble ass.
No way, dude.
Texas rattlesnake, more like Texas rattle baby, man.
Wow.
Fuck that little bitch.
But anyway,
fuck Stone Cold.
Sure, dude. Whatever, man.
I'll kick Stone Cold Steve Austin's motherfucking ass, bitch.
Got to do a fight on Twitter, TJ.
Yeah. Dude,
I don't care. Let him know.
Do it.
I'll beat his ass.
Do it.
Dude, I'll
break his back again.
I've got like $1,000 on Stone Cold Steve Austin to win.
Just so you guys know, if Stone Cold does confront me, I will run away.
Yeah. Actually, Dusty posted a video of him interviewing Stone Cold, and then Stone Cold didn't reply to that one.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, he didn't say it didn't happen. He
Right.
just said he doesn't remember, So
he did take a lot of chair shots to the head.
TJ, do me a favor. Just film your life for the next couple of weeks, just in case Stone Cold does show up, because a video of you like slowly trying to jog away from him as he ambles after you with a broken back is going to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. So please.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you froze for like a split second, but it picked up where you left off. So
Yeah, you're good.
Your comedic timing was only 90% ruined. You still got that 10% of the joke's power in there.
Yeah, but that would be hilarious.
Oh man, fucking A!
All right,
kicking Stone Cold's ass, bitch.
Dude, you know how many people are gonna tweet him now?
If Stone Cold comes at me and I do kick his ass,
it would not happen.
Well, if it did,
I mean, he's like a 55-year-old man, and
what if he like slipped and fell?
Okay, possibly, but
that's about it.
And then I took credit for it,
That was all TJ.
For some reason, this is happening at the Sunoco too, because that also
At the
seems
Sunoco in Dayton.
Yeah, that also seems like something that would happen at a Sunoco. The amazing atheist and Stone Cold Steve Austin getting into a fight, and he could slip on a slush puppy and break his fucking neck again, and I'd just be like, yeah, I kicked Stone Cold's ass. It'd be pretty sweet.
Dude, it took a pile driver to break his neck the last time, and it didn't even really break it that bad.
Fuck.
You can't even lift him.
Yeah, I can lift his ass.
Fuck no.
How much did he weigh?
Probably over 250 pounds.
Really?
Let's see.
Okay, well, I don't know. I might have some trouble then, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I've lifted that much before, though.
I mean, it's different when it's an inanimate object and it's a person. Yeah, he weighs 252.
I kick his ass.
No problem.
I'll
okay,
kick his ass easy.
You
How tall is he?
How tall is he?
6'2", Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
It's pretty muscular, too.
Yeah. And he is old. He's 51, actually. I said he was 55.
All right, well, I might just have to shoot him.
Yeah. Hey, dude.
The great equalizer.
He packs heat, too.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to have like a fucking tank or something then.
Yeah.
I'll just run his ass over.
Dude.
I'll car punch him in the parking lot, dude.
Rikishi hit him with a car, remember?
Yeah, I'm going to be like Rikishi, another fat fuck.
Yeah, it's true.
Good strategy.
All right, so, TJ, time to get your phone ready for the next segment.
It's information time.
Yeah, easily the favorite new segment.
Is it really, though?
Yes. It's
Why?
so weird.
It's such a terrible segment.
It's great.
It's awful.
Go ahead, TJ.
Whatever. Time to learn something. Okay, we're going to Wikipedia here.
Time to learn something.
Yeah,
I'm ready to learn, TJ.
Yeah, okay, fine.
He gonna learn ya.
All right, this is about Profile, a TV series.
Wow.
Profile is a Canadian biographical television series which aired on CBC television from 1955 to 1957. The series featured biographical documentaries on such Canadian and international personalities as Therese Casgrain, Moses Cody, Robert Frost, Billy Graham, A.Y. Jackson, Paul Emile Laguerre, Arthur Lismere, Sean O'Casey, Bertrand Russell, Wilhelmer Stephenson, Edward Stricken, Paul Tillich, and finally Arnold Toynbee. The intent was for the interviews to be conducted at the subjects' homes, although existing film biographies were used on location. It was Thursdays at 10:30 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., and then it was Thursdays at 10 p.m. And it was a pretty short-lived series, Canadian TV series called Profile, where they interviewed people. Time to learn something. Mostly people you've never heard of, but also Bertrand Russell, apparently.
Lots of Pauls involved, too. They interviewed lots of Pauls. There were at least 3 Pauls in there, man.
Yeah, well, no one. I mean, they were the most forgettable, so.
Paul who?
Has there ever been a famous Paul? I don't think there has been.
Paul McCartney?
Paul McCartney, Paul Giamatti.
No, I don't think so.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
No, huh?
No, none of those
not
people.
recognizing that.
What about the Paul that all the Pauls are named after, which is the Apostle Paul?
Yeah,
Pretty
the Apostle
famous.
Paul.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you know what,
Never
though?
heard of him.
You know what, though? Paul Bunyan. So you got that.
Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
Way more famous than Paul McCartney.
Pauly Shore. That's another one.
Oh, yeah, Pauly Shore.
What about Paul Heyman?
Yeah, okay.
There are a lot of fucking Pauls. Too many Pauls.
That's too many Pauls.
That's because it's a very
Paul
common
Bear,
name.
yo.
Paul
Yeah,
Bear.
that's
Percy
true.
Pringle, man.
That
Percy
great
Pringle.
Percy.
Percy Pringle. Isaac Plumbo.
All right. I don't have any good troll or not a troll, so we're not doing troll or not a
fuck it.
troll
Good.
this time.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
I'm down with that, man. I'm down with that. Send us better troll or not a troll shit, people. Get us some
Thank you.
ambiguous shit.
Send it to our Facebook inbox.
I don't know. The last one was pretty awesome. That was that fucking guy with
the urine?
The urine guy that made Paul puke.
You know, I heard that a lot of the video suggestions on the right side of that video are like urine therapy videos now.
Really?
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
See, people do this, Paul. People do this.
All right. So,
how much would I have to pay you to do that, Paul?
A jar of fermented piss.
Yeah, you gotta fucking. You gotta put a jar of fermented piss. You don't even know what we're talking about, Scott.
Yeah, it's a neti pot.
Yeah, put it in a neti pot and fucking.
That's what this guy did. On
put a
Trolling
jar
Article.
of fermented piss with salt.
Yeah, he put
sea salt.
Yeah,
kosher sea salt or some shit. I don't know. He put it and he runs the urine through his fucking nose.
Is urine kosher?
And it goes like all up in his sinuses and shit. And it's fermented urine too. And then he rubs it all over his face.
Yeah, he like puts it on his hands and like, you know how people would do it with like fresh water? They like do that with their face. He did it with urine. And he talks about like, it makes your face softer.
Yeah. And the whole time he's talking about like the great, amazing benefits that this will give to your life if you do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it'll change your life.
I mean, even if everything he said was true, it still wouldn't be worth doing.
Yeah, well, that's because you're still pouring piss up your nose. Like, I could sit here and say, yeah, I'd do it for 50 grand. But I think when it came down to actually deliver, I'd have a whole lot of trouble pouring fucking piss up my nose.
You know what, Paul? If it was, if I did it, if I framed it in a certain way, I could get you to do it for almost nothing. If I wrote like a really brilliant script and I had like a top tier director and I'm like, come on, Paul, it's part of the show. You know, this is gonna be this might be a famous film with you as the star. This could be your legacy, but you got to do this scene.
Well, if it's a movie though, why can't we just get something that looks like fermented?
Not authentic enough. Not authentic then.
When I was
it needs to be real.
When I lived in Albuquerque, there was a public access station, and there was this weird like hippie guy that wore a loincloth, and he would talk about like how he drank his own piss and shit all the time.
Dude, you remember
See the video of it, right?
Scotty?
There's a video on YouTube right now. Piss hippie. That's
Piss
the video.
hippie.
Yeah, that's the guy right there. See how he's wearing a loincloth and shit?
Oh man. Dude, we had a cable access bitch around us called like Goddess Kring, and she was like this big fat chick who was always getting naked and shit.
Oh yeah, okay.
And she would like be naked, and she was a hippie too, and she would like dance in front of the camera and like talk about weird shit.
Yeah, public access.
I missed out on public access growing up in a shit little town. I always wished that there was some crazy fuck that I could call. You guys ever see Gorgeous George?
Gorgeous George, the wrestler?
No. This guy was called Gorgeous George, and he had a public. You can find it on YouTube. It's fucking hilarious. People trolled him for like, I don't know, 17 years.
Do you remember that dude that showed porn? He did like porn reviews.
Oh yeah,
local public access. It was like and like I remember one time I was like sitting there watching it. I was probably like 13 or 14, and they had like some like gay S&M shit going on. Like he had like in studio live like the slave and the fucking master, and he's like spanking him, and there's like callers calling in like, get this faggot shit off the fucking head, get this fucking faggot.
It's like, why?
And then the fucking porn guy, who was straight by the way, he was just like, he just wanted to fucking do an entertaining show. He'd like turn it off, and then he'd like rant against them like, fuck you, I got every right to do this, this is my fucking show, this is public access. Dude. I'm part of the public, god damn it. It was fucking awesome.
Public access is crazy, man.
Public access is better than YouTube.
That's probably what we would do if that's how the atheist experience started out.
We need to fucking go somewhere with public access and make the Drunken Peasants a public access television show.
Oh my god, that would be crazy.
We could still put it on the internet. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and we would actually have a studio and real cameras and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude.
Instead of webcams.
Public access. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. It's the public access is the future.
Public access is the future of this fucking show.
I would say YouTube has better distribution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on with the show.
But we can't put naked people and slaves getting beat and shit on here. Can you imagine how much easier it would be to do a show?
I mean, if we just had...
Oh, yeah, the naked people and slave show.
Yeah,
TJ.
yeah, it's like, why would we want that? I don't want it.
Anytime you're talking to TJ, it goes to sex so fucking fast.
My God. People would watch the shit out of that, and you people are fucking morons.
I'm not saying people wouldn't watch it, but I'm saying at that point...
You want a show?
Okay, but that
Howard
point,
Stern did that shit.
Howard Stern just had attractive women come in and get naked.
It was more than that.
They didn't have gay.
Well, I remember there was
on
fucking
on Howard Stern.
Well, you know, we've got to push the envelope a little further.
He did.
But,
he did almost pay. Who was it? He almost paid someone like I think it was like $500,000 to like get fucked in the ass or something like that.
Yeah, and like I remember there was fucking weird shit on the
It
Howard
was the
Stern.
engineer, Scott the engineer, right?
They had like a small dick contest with a bunch of like micro dick guys showing up.
Shut up, TJ.
Shit and I'm just saying, like he did that shit. Fuck you.
He was gonna have like
fuck you,
some, like big giant like black guy with like a huge porn penis. Fuck Scott the engineer in the ass for $50,000. They had to cancel it because I guess
or was it
like
500? What was it? Only
$50,000.
That's it.
Yeah,
I thought it was like $500,000 or something. Oh my god!
Lexington Steel. That was the porn actor that was gonna fuck Scott engineer in the ass. Lexington Steel.
Weren't they gonna put it on pay-per-view?
Yes. Yeah. It was supposed to be a whole thing. He had like people come in and eat like a Hershey's Kiss out of High Pitch Eric's ass. Like it's not just hot chicks on the Stern show.
Well,
man, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, like as far as like the serious sexuality of it, but like yeah, they did stupid gags like that all the time. Well, they also have who is it? Richard Christie and Sal. They're always like doing like gay shit together too, though.
I'm telling you, man, the most heterosexual member of our audience would still like to see gay S&M slaves on the fucking Drunken Peasants podcast.
We would need a larger studio for something
I'm just
like
saying.
that anyway.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, hypothetical, like.
TJ's goals for the future.
When we're a public access show, we should have this going on. Is all I'm saying. You know.
Oh my God! When we're a public access show.
When we finally break into the world of public access.
All right, so Theodore Shoebat wants atheist books to be outlawed and burned. So he's basically preaching Nazi shit.
Yep. Good for him. He always has been, though. I mean, it's not something new for him.
But you have these morons.
Ooh, he's got a hat.
These idiots out there.
Do you think it works on him?
Oh, yes, we should allow freedom of religion because those French guys in the,
I don't know.
the Enlightenment
I guess
era
it's
with
okay.
the wigs, they said it was great. You know, Voltaire and all the...
I guess it does work for him because he doesn't give off that screech vibe as much anymore. You know? Because with that, when that hat's off, he kind of gives off a screech vibe, and now I really don't see it anymore. So I guess the hat does work for sure. Paul, you should get a fucking beret or something.
I wonder how big this guy's following is, because he's always on the Right Wing Watch YouTube.
Yeah,
but he just seems like just any weirdo like bitching at a webcam. Oh, he's Ohio State, motherfucker.
I think it's just because he's so extreme.
Nuke Michigan, nuke Michigan.
Oh yeah,
fuck yeah.
OHIO,
bitches.
Fuck yeah.
I like it when they do that at football games, but when they do it like everywhere else, I'm just like, come on, dude, this isn't a football game. We don't need to be OHIOing.
OH, it's like I'm shopping for groceries. Go away.
OHIO. Yeah.
All right.
We could spell our four-letter state name. Woo!
All right.
Let's see you do that with Massachusetts or some shit.
Yeah.
Enlightenment thinkers, Montesquieu, and all these schmucks. But, you know, to give credit to where credit is due, Montesquieu...
We watched this, because I remember joking about this Montesquieu shit.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
I was wondering... Every time we see a Theodore Shoebat video, though, I feel that way. Because he's already said every crazy thing that you can possibly say.
I'm just so high.
They bleed together.
I do wonder why they put him on Right Wing Watch, though. You're right, because it's like, usually the people they put on there are like radio hosts or politicians or
religious figures,
religious leaders. Yeah,
it's because he says it's because he says such extreme shit. Like, and he actually advocates for it. He's like, if there's no joke behind him, it's like, you know, kill the gays. Yeah, it sounds great.
Awesome.
All right, Glenn Beck says, or no, actually, we'll do this one. Alex Jones, Beyonce is a CIA-led psychopath.
Whoa.
That's a winner.
The Bilderbergs! The Bilderbergs!
Cars, smashing out windows,
yeah.
with horrible, ugly looks on her face, teaching young people to be filled with rage. Can we Google Beyonce Super Bowl and just click that image in the images
filled
of how
with
hateful
rage?
she looks?
Wait.
Okay, Beyonce is some of the pussiest fucking music ever, all right? I mean, the music that genuine, like, like Judas Priest breaking the law or some shit, or like some fucking Ramones or Sex Pistols or anything like aggressive. That music was like, yeah, rage and fucking break shit. Beyonce is like pop generic horse shit.
I was gonna say, but just look how ridiculous he is. Like, he's like, Google that. It's like, okay, so you trust Google. You trust this giant multinational company that has worked with the government on many occasions, maybe opposes them on some things, but you totally trust Google now. Yeah, Google's good. Let me just use it as a platform. He trusts it when it makes him money, but the government that's taxing him, it's all just, you know, a bunch of false flags, and they're just fucking poisoning us and just fucking making us into good little automatons and do whatever they say.
Well, he can't attack Google because YouTube hasn't shut him down, you know? He can't be like, Google's part of this, because then why would you have a YouTube channel? How would
I'm just saying, why does he place trust in large organizations if he's so skeptical of everything?
He's full of shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to the annual meeting of the Illuminati, gentlemen. I want to announce that our new theme song is All the Single Ladies by Beyonce.
All the single
come
ladies.
on.
And then the new one, again, she's running around doing all this. In the old video, attacking the police. People say, well, what are you for the police? It's the government-funded run TV channels, Viacom, MTV, financing a woman to act like a psychopath who looks like she's on steroids, teaching women this is feminine. So that you run out and burn things and hit people and attack people and get shot.
What about when you were, like, you fucking use violent rhetoric in your shit all the time. You said people who support Bernie Sanders need to have their jaws broken.
That's a still image from when she was, like, singing and dancing and shit. I mean, like, we've shown on this show many times that we can just stop people while they're talking and make them look retarded.
Like, if, for instance, right now, he looks like he's just some dumb, passive cow.
Yeah.
You know, he's just like...
This is cultural
But we know
death.
he's actually a rage
here,
monger.
be drug dealers. Oh, here, talk like this. Here, don't use normal English. Here, be a loser. You know, segregate yourself.
What?
And it's not...
Is this the message he gets from Beyonce's music?
Yes.
Segregate yourself and do drugs.
I mean, honestly, I can't
I
say
already do that anyway, and I don't listen to Beyonce.
Yeah, I can't say I listen to it, but I'm pretty sure that's not the message she's trying to convey.
No, he basically is looking at the music videos she's put out and interpret them like as if she literally wants to do these sort of things, and she's promoting them.
It's done because it's visually fucking interesting, and that's pretty much it.
Just black people. They're targeting everyone with this weaponized evil. She's just one slice. The comedies, the shows, the attack on the families, the attack on the bathrooms, the attack on male and female. And then it's chemically happening to us as well. This is what they want. When you watch sitcoms and dramas, and I know our audience knows this, but warn your friends and family. When you watch the brainwashing, it's targeting you. And it's literally CIA. You want to know what the globalists think of you? Take
Alex,
one look at
where's your evidence? Where's your evidence, Alex?
what they're pushing in Hollywood.
Where is it?
What they're pushing in pop culture.
They're pushing it.
What they are pushing on young people who they think are...
I'm trying to find the lyrics to this fucking song, but all I can find is articles about the fucking lyrics. Because I'm sure it's like, it's totally insipid shit. Alright, I'm just gonna read 10 juicy lyrics from Beyonce's new fucking bullshit, and we can hear this subversive message in action.
Okay.
Alright, so here's some lyrics right here. Looking at my watch, he should have been home. Today I regret the night I put that ring on. He always got them fucking excuses. Okay? He only want me when I'm not there. He better call Becky with the good hair.
Oh my God.
Yep. This is some subversive shit.
Look at Alex Jones right now.
I mean, don't you guys have the strong urge right now to just obey the government and, you know, basically just obey every liberal value and principle and just march to our own FEMA death camps? I'm starting to feel that urge.
I mean, like, the lyrics of this is a song, it seems to be about fucking cheating and shit. So it doesn't have any of the messages he's talking about. The reason she's smashing the windows of the car, I would assume, is because it's the car of the motherfucker cheating on her. So it's just a fucking stupid song. Like
Young
a million
and
other stupid fucking songs.
Questionable and basically helpless.
It's CIA.
This is the corrupting of the youth.
All right, so the CIA sits down with Beyonce and is like, we want you to write a song. And on the surface, it's about somebody cheating on you. But really what it's about is, you know, the despair of mankind and isolation and drugs and
dude, you know what's funny is
aggression,
he's talking about this shit. He's talking about this totally
violence,
relevant
rage.
shit. But think about all the kids being affected by like high lead levels, and this guy doesn't like. Yo, I'm sure he gives a shit in some crazy tangential way. But it's like, you were about corrupting the youth. What about having like an environmentally sound place for them to grow up? I mean, that's maybe that's something a little bit more fucking practical than this nonsense you're fucking spewing.
Communism.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. It's communism.
Communism.
The sickening nanny state that says kids can't have dodgeball or can't have tag or can't even run now.
They can have lead.
At most, quote, recesses from first grade right through 12th grade.
Yeah, I'm sure Alex Jones misses running.
But
But
we're going to have Beyonce and Kesha and every other one of these pop stars devil worshiping and occult rituals and attacking the police and attacking.
Okay, they're not devil. You know, the devil worshiping shit. That's just vigilant Christian Mario nonsense.
Well, I mean, Alex Jones started that shit with like the Bohemian Grove shit.
But I mean, like attacking the police. I mean, like, aren't you anti-state? Aren't you anti-government? Don't you realize those are the government's fucking thugs that go around and enforce the government's will?
No, they love the police.
So why would that government encourage attacking the police? You moron.
Isn't Alex Jones Mr. 1776 will rise again? Come take it, cops. Come take my fucking guns. I dare you. Like,
yep.
Now he's the protector of the police force because Beyonce is the one that's hitting cops with a baseball bat and not one of his fucking fired up idiot followers.
Yeah?
God, you're such a joke, dude.
Men and baseball batting and blowing stuff up with a bunch of little girls skipping behind her. That this is the fun. This is what we do. We have power. We have worth. Not write a book.
I mean, this is just back to. I mean, this is just back to this stupid like, oh, things in people see things in entertainment and then they do it in real life. You know, it's like, how many times we gotta have this stupid fucking argument? We have to just have it generation after generation after generation. There's no fucking correlation.
Video games and movies have gotten insanely violent compared to what they were in the 1980s, and crime continues to drop.
Maybe it's actually a catharsis, you know? People don't know. But I mean, there's no fucking demonstrable correlation, but it's like every decade we gotta deal with this same shit. It's like, oh, things are too violent now. Things are too sexual now. Things are too this now. It's like there's always got to be this force for like things are out of control.
I would say,
but it's never anything that's actually fucking a problem. It's always just stupid social bullshit.
It feels to me like things aren't as edgy as they used to be.
I would say in music that's definitely true. I mean,
and other things.
Yeah, I mean, like mainstream movies. I would say television is more edgy than it used to be.
I know we're not allowed to talk about it, but wrestling.
Wrestling, yeah. That's not as edgy as it used to be.
No, not even close.
I mean, certain things have been watered down, but I would say certain things have been ramped up. Like video games are definitely way more violent than they were when I was a kid.
Sure. Well, I mean, the graphics are way better, so they can make it more detailed.
Sure. But I mean, like, you know, when Mario stomped on a fucking turtle, it wasn't like blood and guts spraying out everywhere.
Mortal Kombat, though.
That was pretty much the first one, but I mean,
way less capability.
If you look at the first Mortal Kombat
games.
compared, like but like the level of violence just isn't even the same. It's like they were kind of like, ooh, we'll put a little blood in there because that's naughty or whatever. And you like the fatalities were not nearly as brutal or anything.
But hasn't the shift just
some of it is graphics.
It's just the edgier content now is just different content. It's just like the more mainstream content was edgy during that time period to appeal to that demographic. Now things have changed, and now I think those eyeballs are more just on the internet, because you can see anything on the internet now. You don't really need wrestling to be like, oh, that's crazy, because look at all the shit you could find online. You could find almost anything you want to see online. You want to see people getting their heads chopped off? No problem.
Of course.
You don't need, the edginess is kind of more like pervasive in our culture. I think it's kind of in a way. It's like we kind of just like we see it so much. It's not really It's not really worth shocking anyone. No one's gonna be shocked because they've already seen all that shit.
I don't know. I think there's a greater chance that some fucking idiot that watches Alex Jones goes and shoots up a daycare or something to fight to bring the American Revolution back than there is somebody watching Beyonce and deciding to go attack a cop. But that's just me.
Yeah, because unlike Beyonce, he's taken seriously by a certain segment of the population. I mean, like, people might like Beyonce as an entertainer or whatever, but no one's, like, looking to her for edicts and shit. There are people looking to Alex Jones to pronounce the truth to them, and he gives them such a warped fucking worldview that, yeah, I mean, they are more likely to, think some wrong-headed thing and take some wrong-headed action as a fucking result. 1776 will commence again!
Commence again! We will not relinquish them!
But you notice everything he says is so vague and nebulous that, if it was ever time, I was just saying that we need to advocate for stronger, reform in our government.
All right, next segment. Glenn Beck says that if Ted Cruz loses Indiana, we lose freedom for all mankind.
Yeah.
Good.
Indiana, hear me.
I read before we even start this, I just want to say I read an article by Nate Silver that basically said that with Trump's wins on Tuesday, he's in such a good position now that basically these other candidates have to win Indiana if they want to stop Cruz from clinching the nomination.
You mean Trump?
Yeah, I mean one of the other candidates has to win.
Oh, okay.
If they want to prevent Trump from winning. Like, basically, if he wins Indiana, it's pretty much over.
I see.
So, like, a lot does hinge on this.
Cruz supporters, hear me.
That's why Glenn Beck is stressing this message so heavily.
On you.
The Cruz campaign is probably feeding him this shit.
And let me say this to everybody. I know these campaigns. I know the Cruz campaign, and I have not talked to anybody about this. I just know. The Cruz campaign.
I don't have facts to back this up.
Are struggling. Even I think Hillary is struggling for cash outside of the big donors. The Republicans.
So here's a question for you guys: when Glenn Beck's worst nightmare comes true and Trump wins the nomination of the party, how does Glenn Beck get himself out of the corner he's painted himself into? What direction does he go then? Does he start to slowly warm up to Trump?
Of course.
Does he fucking start calling for like a third party of like a true conservative movement? I mean, what direction does he go?
He goes where the money goes. Isn't that kind of obviously Glenn Beck's primary motivation is money and prestige? So, of course, if Trump ends up becoming the nominee, Glenn Beck will, say he met Trump or something, or he talked to people that know Trump and he misunderstood some facts or something. He'll fucking make up some shit. You know what I mean?
So you think he's just going to suck up to Trump if Trump gets the nomination?
Well, yeah.
What do you think, Paul?
No.
You're shaking your head now.
I think you were right. I think he's going to call for like a true conservative movement, the Beck campaign for true conservatism. It'll help him. Like, it only helps him if Trump wins, because it helps him sell more fucking ready-made meals and gold bars and shit. Like, he's not going to give that up and just go, okay, well, now we got Trump. Trump's good. No, he's going to talk for the next 48 years about how Trump's going to destroy society and continue selling people gold bullion on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what he's going to do, because I can honestly see both of those playing out. I can see him cozying up to Trump and like being like, I got to get these Trump.
Well, if there's so many conservatives behind him, I mean, yeah, Beck could do that.
Beck has made so many huge public declarations against Trump. Like, he's one of the major conservative critics of Trump.
He said he will not vote for Trump.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's come out and been like, fuck Trump. So, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard for him to backpedal that, but... Yeah. I mean, I have seen people do it, though. Yeah, I remember Sean Hannity was one of the biggest critics of fucking, was it McCain he was really critical of, I think? or it might have been Romney, but it was one of those guys, and like he was like the big conservative critic of that guy, and then they did an interview together, and he's like, now that I sat across from him, man to man,
that is not how Sean Hannity talks.
I know, that's how his soul talks, dude. I'm not gonna do a Sean Hannity impression. We looked at each other's eyes, and we fell in love. Like it was like that. So I could see Glenn Beck doing that shit. He's slimy enough to do it.
I don't think so. I don't think he'll do it.
I mean, I just don't know if there's going to be as much money. Like, because if the conservatives are all behind Trump, which they're going to be, is he going to pretend is he going to go and like, I'm a Democrat now? I mean, because there's not this true conservative thing. I don't know if that's a big enough selling point. And I think he wants to make that money, So I don't know. I can kind of see him going either way with it, but let's move on. Let's see what else he's going to say.
Time will tell.
They don't have the Kochs.
Either are extremely plausible.
They don't have Sheldon Adelson. They don't have any of the big donors. They're all sitting on the sidelines. This is truly a grassroots election, and people are not willing to step up and put their money where their mouth is. Our lives,
go vote,
our fortunes,
Paul.
our sacred honor.
Go vote, Paul.
Now, I happen to be
It's a grassroots
supporter,
effort.
so let me just
They
say
need you.
tedcruz.org, tedcruz.org, tedcruz.org.
Go vote for Schillery.
Glenn Beck
has to get out.
Glenn Beck has never actually endorsed a candidate like campaign for them and shit like that. So,
dude, he fucking is in love with Ted Cruz.
He is. There's no denying that. He really is.
Like, I've rarely seen, except for in that video of me talk about Brett Keane, a man gush with such praise for another man. I mean, it's crazy. He's just sitting there like, Ted Cruz. It's like Jesus descended from heaven with Ted Cruz in his arms and handed him to Glenn Beck like, here, Glenn, this is the savior. Or John Smith even.
He hasn't quite crossed
Joseph
the
Smith
standing on a rock outcropping, with tidal waves battering his body threshold, but he's almost there. I agree. He's almost there.
Dude, he said that Cruz was anointed by God to be president.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's at least on the level of the fucking standing on the rocks shit.
And vote if you're in that state. You have to get out anywhere you are. And guys, if you believe like I do,
Hey, Glenn, you fucking triple chin piece of shit. Cruz is gonna lose, buddy. He was already mathematically eliminated. You can do this fucking transparently desperate fucking pitch to raise more money.
So,
Just gotta give more money, but it's futile.
If Trump wins Indiana, does that end the threat of a brokered convention? Basically,
It doesn't.
Or is that still
It doesn't end it completely, but it makes it way, way, way less likely. According to the article I read, anyway, from Nate Silver and shit, he was breaking it down and basically saying that basically Nate Silver predicted a trajectory for Trump to actually get the nomination, and Trump has actually been outperforming that trajectory based on last night. So it's looking like he is on the path to getting the nomination. It looks like there is not going to be a brokered convention.
The Republic is at stake. This is the moment. This is the moment. If we drop it at this moment.
Shit. Interestingly enough, too, Donald Trump's positive ratings at 50% nationally for the first time. So fully one half of America's like, you know what? Trump's all right.
It's up to 50?
Yep. It's up. It's up.
Who are these fucking people?
These are people who are looking.
I know they didn't ask fucking.
They're looking down the barrel of
Americans.
Clinton, Trump as their choices, and this is what they're doing. They're like, well, Trump, I guess, because who could?
Oh god, they're both so terrible. Fuck voting.
I've seen.
Oh god, man. How could you even really vote in that? And I mean, what does it even matter at that point?
One of the articles I read on my little Abandoned Hope show earlier today was that this Trump versus Clinton thing was going to be a race over who is hated least. because you know they're literally both hated by huge swaths of people.
Dude, that's our country now. I was gonna say, is this our country now? But no, that's our country now. It's just, who do we hate the least?
Whichever of the two pieces of shit is least hated gets to be leader of the country.
That's what the American system produces now. Just like, I really hate this fuck, but I really hate her too. Huh.
I mean, when I look back, I mean, there's been some pretty shitty election choices in the past too, but I don't know, man. This one just seems especially like a fucking stinker to me.
People always say that, though, honestly.
I mean, maybe they do, but this time, really. I mean, come on. Just like you can look at the last few elections in retrospect. You know, it was like Obama versus Romney. I mean, that wasn't great, but you know, you'd be like, fuck it, I'll fucking reelect Obama or whatever. You know, with this, it's like I just feel checkmated. I just feel like a total stalemate. Like, I don't want either of these people even a little.
You see this video that just came out?
The Drunken Peasants Ben thinks Joseph Martelli is a low-life sack of garbage, signed Joseph Martelli.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Let's play it.
You want to play it?
Yeah, what is it?
Breaking news.
Breaking.
This news is going to break us.
He's probably watching the show now or something.
Joseph Martelli here.
Hey, what's up?
Kirk said, this low-life sack of garbage.
Garbage.
False copyright claim against us. Hey, I retracted it. Drunken pussies. You wouldn't say shit to my face. You wouldn't say nothing like this to my face, Benjamin.
Yeah, Ben.
But let me tell you something, Benjamin. I'd say it to your face. Actually, I'd say it to fucking 4 of your faces. Yeah, the fuck I would.
Yeah,
So,
bet you would.
Benjamin, you look like one of those fake wrestlers that always gets beat every time he steps in the ring.
Oh, damn.
Benjamin.
I do. I get beat
Benjamin.
every time.
Peace, Benjamin.
Peace, Benjamin.
Did he say come to Niagara Falls? Is that what he said?
Yeah, I think he did.
Come to Niagara Falls, lick my Niagara
Ben is going to be on the
Falls.
first fucking...
Not Ben, Scotty. Benjamin.
Oh, Benjamin's going to be on the first train out there.
Yeah, he was chastising me like my mother would. Like, Benjamin!
Maybe he wants to be your daddy. Daddy Martelli needs to give Benjamin a spanking.
I sent TJ the picture of him like posing in front of the mirror in his underwear.
Yeah, that was funny. Someone photoshopped that to make him Moses too. It was great. I think Paul retweeted it, so you can check it out on Paul's Twitter.
I did. Yeah, Joseph, come on down to the fucking meetup. I'll buy you a dino, and
I don't want him to come.
If you step out of line, I and about 200 other people will kick your monkey ass all up and down the fucking block in front of the bar. So come on down. It's all good.
Jesus.
Joseph, just let it go, man. Let it go, dude.
Just let it go.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
I'd say that's
just let it go, dude.
Just don't false DMCA us anymore.
Yeah, and you know, quit making retarded videos.
Yeah, that too.
And
Benjamin!
Like, you know, you'll be good. Benjamin!
Keep your fucking shirt on. Like, even in private, keep your fucking shirt on.
Oh, and raise the volume of your video a little bit.
Josephaman.
Anyway. Josephaman.
Yeah.
All right, so
like
Glenn Beck, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he's a fat faggot. And by the way, his chin is fatter than it was
every fucking time.
It gets bigger with each time we see it.
Here's Jim Bakker. It's like we're all on drugs.
It is.
The only reason we need a fence on our borders is because we need to have the law and order where... So help me, I'm going to stand up. No.
How does that get an applause?
He's going to stand up.
So help me, I'm going to stand up. And people literally start clapping like, yay! I haven't stood up in years.
I was going to say, to this audience, standing up is a Herculean feat. Like, look at him. I haven't been able to stand with my spine straight since 1972.
It's so true. Now listen to me. Do you know the hell that drugs alone is causing to the United States of America?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking, dude. Hey, TJ, look. I don't agree with Jim Bakker on much, but there's a drug epidemic going on in this country. How many people die from drug overdoses, TJ? How many fucking lives are ruined? So you're going to dismiss this point. Maybe Jim Bakker has something of substance to say about drug addiction, TJ.
Maybe he
Listening
does.
to me at all?
Let's
yes,
listen.
we are.
Have you had a kid on drugs?
How disinterested she sounds. It's like,
look at the stacks of bonus buckets.
He's throwing it out there like, we're a nation of drug addicts, isn't that right? And she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, these events are like, I think they're like billed as like survival preparedness events.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How many of you have had a relative die from an overdose?
See? I knew
is the
someone who
biggest
knew
share of the
someone.
I love how not one person's like, how many of you had a relative die from an overdose? No one.
Nobody.
They're all senile. They don't even know their relatives.
It's like, yeah, there's a huge problem affecting everybody. Like, for instance, how many people here know someone who died of an overdose? And everyone's just like, meh.
What's coming from?
It looks like there's like...
The drugs are coming from the pharmaceutical companies.
It looks like there's like 15 people there. You notice how everyone's all crowded up in the front and the tables immediately behind them were fucking empty?
But Ben, that doesn't fit with it being xenophobic. You know, they can't blame Mexicans if the drugs don't come from Mexico, Ben.
A lot of people now are getting hooked on the opioid painkillers, and then eventually, when either their scripts run out or it's not enough, then they move on to heroin.
I'm hearing a lot of words, but I'm not hearing the word I want to hear, which is Mexico, Ben.
Yep.
Mexico.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
I mean,
it's stupid.
Yeah.
And we're like sheep.
Mexico is stupid.
Doesn't a lot of like, I would guess a lot of drugs probably come in here from Canada too.
What?
Mexico.
I hate to defend Canada, but I mean, come on, Ben. It's not Mexico.
Sure. I mean, like in the places where you live close to the Canadian border, you know, maybe. Or do they only like someone that lives in Detroit, let's say, wanted to buy drugs from another country, they would wait all the way from someone from Mexico to come up.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
They wouldn't just get it from Canada, which is like literally across like a tiny river.
No, why would they do that? That's insane. There's no drugs in Canada. They're primitive. They don't even know what drugs are.
No drugs in Canada.
I think they just recently got aspirin.
Mexicans are brown. That's why they're
being led to the slaughter.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't I have to take out an ID to vote? How do you control that if somebody's voting 10 times?
What?
Oh, we don't know.
What?
Man, I got the...
Okay,
there's so many people voting 10 times.
No.
Yeah.
If you have, I don't know if you know this, but when you go to vote, like they assign you a polling place, and your name is in like a register. And
people are voting 10 times, TJ, 10 times.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if you went to another polling location, your name wouldn't be on it, so they wouldn't let you vote. And if you tried to use someone else's name that happened to be on the list, they'd want to see some ID. I mean...
Okay, it's kind of like the North Carolina bathroom things. It's another Republican thing that
Mexico.
Well, no, they want to prevent voter fraud.
Yeah,
something that very rarely ever happens.
Yeah,
it does happen, but it's rare.
Usually happens to help Republicans out.
No, that's election fraud.
Ken Blackwell.
I love that everything that Jim Bakker says is basically just something you imagine that old like septuagenarian Republicans worry about, like the kids are smoking dope. People are voting 10 times, and the video games are causing kids to go psychotic. Buy my bonus buckets.
So that you may live when the world goes topsy-turvy.
Use an ID to practice to buy jelly beans.
What?
If you have sugar diabetes, you ought to have an ID to buy jelly beans, all right?
Diabetes?
Have we been dumbed down, John? What is going on? Forgive me. I'm at the point I don't know what to do. And
he's scratching his ass there for a second.
Man, my ass itches. You know, itchiness is a side effect of opioid painkillers.
Oh shit,
it's true.
Fuck.
We can't profile. But yet, where do those that want to kill us...
No, people do profile. It does happen. The police profile. It does happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, profiling definitely happens.
Because, I mean, like, you know, the police would normally ask certain specific information about a suspect to identify who they are. So, yeah. Yeah, you're just making shit up.
Profile. Yeah, and the disproportionate, like... number of people stopped, like in New York City, for like the black people are stopped way more than white people, you know, even though they're not as like large a population group. So obviously the police.
Those are some very attentive police, TJ.
Yeah, you know.
Very attentive.
Everyone knows all them niggers is criminals. Ah. You know, that's just the justification.
Help me, John. You got to get me out of this mess. I'm getting too old to do this.
I almost came down there and grabbed.
I almost came down there and grabbed you. It's like,
whoa.
This is so rehearsed. Like, yo, Jim, you're going crazy.
But you looked like you were rolling.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
What about profiling? What about all the stuff I'm talking about? We're making a mockery out of security at the borders because of what's going on with Mr. Trump. We're making a mockery out of vetting those who are refugees that are coming in. And yet, if it's a Trojan horse... Do you know what a Trojan horse is?
Wow. Oh, shit.
Dude, were they really going to explain the Trojan horse?
Dude.
We get it.
These refugees are a Trojan horse. Look, it all makes sense, guys. It all makes sense.
Yes.
Loaded with men. The horse has already come. Is that right?
The horse has already come, you guys.
Yeah, that sounds...
Jim Bakker.
The horse.
Jim Bakker would like you guys to know that the horse has already come.
So here's the problem.
It's everywhere.
If that's the analogy, then we're already fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked, and the horse has come.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're
the
fucked.
horse has come. It came across the southern border and blew a big brown load all over us. We're covered in the horse's brown cum.
The horses come.
John, they're here.
It's funny.
I don't see how Christians are sitting back.
What?
It's like you're all on drugs. It's like all the church people have just taken something.
Yeah, they're taking a pill called old.
Yeah, man, someone needs to reel this guy in at this point. You're all part of the conspiracy. Oh, that's right. That's nice, Jim. Now back to the 6-month bonus buckets.
Stick to the script, Jim. Sell the fucking buckets.
Yeah.
Just sell the fucking buckets.
Sell the fucking buckets.
Smoked a lot of pot to dumb you down. Just kind of chill.
Oh, did you hear? Lori knows too, because she smoked a lot of pot at her when she was a girl.
You just
Sweet.
Whoa,
All right.
That's awesome.
Well, yeah.
Cool.
I sure did.
Let's.
you know, hey.
That was awesome.
She's just like,
Cause you know, hey.
she basically just said like, yeah, you're full of shit. Who cares? And earlier, like, I think they were fighting because, like, earlier she's giving him like the most like,
Yeah, well, maybe she's high.
and then he's like, she smoked pot as a kid, and she's like, yeah, well, I did. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. We're
Dude,
just
that's
selling
awesome.
bonus buckets, you old fuck.
Dude, that is the
This
best
is how far
ending.
we've fallen, jailbird. We're fucking shilling bonus buckets. We could have been as rich as that Pat Robertson fuck, but instead, we're here selling bonus buckets to a half dozen geriatrics. Thanks. It's always been my dream to have more people on the stage than watching the show.
You know, you mentioned that. I'm like,
What I was able to find online, you have to be high to enjoy these bonus buckets. I found several people that had got them and reviewed them.
oh, Paul,
Like the mac
you're gonna
and
find
cheese
out.
looks like
Paul,
Oh, you're gonna find out.
you're gonna
Paul.
find out. No,
atrocious. Yeah.
Paul, you're gonna find out because we have bonus buckets
What?
coming. Yep.
Shut up, dude.
We do.
Yeah, Paul, you're going to have to eat some bonus.
You were gonna experience the finest cuisine.
I'm not
Paul.
What
eating
did you
that
order?
I think I got like mac and cheese. I think I got some like. There's a bunch of shit in the
You
bag.
should send one to Brett. Send a bonus
Yeah,
bucket
we
of
will.
mac and cheese to Brett and
No
Dorn.
problem.
Honestly, like the bonus buckets might be a good investment
No.
for Brett.
Oh,
For
okay.
Brett,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you know, he seems like someone who would have a utility for these bonus buckets.
Look, Brett. You know, if it's like $1,200 or something like that, and you get like fucking 4 to 8 years worth of food.
Well, no, I mean he doesn't have $1,200, but maybe we could donate the buckets to Brett after we
okay.
sample how disgusting they are. Brett, send
I
us your
cannot handle
address,
that.
and we'll send you a bunch of food to feed your family.
I think it's better for Dorn because she can stop like cooking and just like lay a bucket next to that mattress on the floor that Brett sleeps on. Just put a bonus bucket in there every 6 months, and she won't even have to walk in. Like she doesn't. Even have
she won't even have to. She won't even have to ever look at him again.
You know what you can do? You can put the bucket outside the door when he's done with it, filled to the brim with shit.
It'll be filled with his shit by then.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
All right.
No. She just gives him 2 buckets, one full of food, one that he could shit and piss in. And then she comes back and changes the buckets every 6 months.
He'd probably need
to keep her pet bred alive.
He'd probably need 2 buckets to shit and piss in.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
All right, moving on. All right.
Paul, do you ever think we got the raw end of this whole Brett Keane deal anyway?
Paul.
Like, how so?
Paul.
Because, I got to do all kinds of videos and shows and shit all the time.
And he just gets to lay around and do nothing?
Yeah, he just gets to lay around and make, every once in a while, he just makes like a fucking failure video and convinces himself that, the reason his failures are just because of conspiracies against him. And he just gets to sit there and be like, I got fucked over. And, he's depressed. I'm already depressed too, It's not like success has brought me happiness or some shit, so... he's just getting off easier. He don't have to do shit.
But Paul, on the last
collect
show,
his fucking disability check.
On the last show, you claimed that a video didn't exist of you praising Brett Keane.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Oh,
Let's
God.
see it.
You're pretty
Roll
sure.
that beautiful bean footage.
Not only did you praise Brett Keane, I mean, you said something slightly critical of him, but you mostly praised him, and you mirrored one of his videos. Never seen you mirror anyone else? I've never seen you mirror anyone else's video. So... let's listen to Paul fillet Brett.
I'm eating an apple, yo.
That was the first and last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of thinking lately.
First and last for that, too.
I've been doing a lot of thinking about YouTube atheism. I've been watching some of the shit that's been going on lately, and I gotta be honest with you. You people know I don't mince words. I'm fucking disgusted with about 90% of the YouTube atheist community right now. Watching the whole Dendrophilian episode unfold. Oh, yeah, I've got a good idea.
There was a few with him.
What that was?
There was a few with Dendrophilian, so I don't know. I remember there was one where there was like a big pedophilia controversy, and there was one where it was like this weird transhumanist world-ending shit. He made a bunch of weird videos that got people angry. So there could have been any number of Dendrophilian
Let's all
controversies.
blindly line up behind this kid. Let's support him because a couple of prominent atheists said to do it. Let's bump him up there on the views, and let's get him out there. Let's make him the new face of YouTube atheism. But then when it's revealed that he said or did something that we don't believe is in line with what a YouTube atheist should do or say, then let's all jump ship like a bunch of fucking bilge rats. Let's all run for the hills as soon as some theists supply some fucking heat. Instead of standing by the kid, let's turn on him. Watching some of you motherfuckers work lately, I stand in awe at how fucking disgusting some of you people are.
You wanted some very strict battle lines in those days, Paul. Like,
I did.
Yeah, that was just the atmosphere of YouTube then too, though.
It
I
really
think.
was. Like it was so divided. Like I think here I'm advocating for people to stop like switching allegiances every 5 seconds. Like if you like somebody, like them and accept the things that they fucking like. If you want to support somebody, give them your full support.
I just have a question. Did you smoke weed when you made this video?
Yes.
You did? Because, man, Paul, you were way angry. You were fucking way angrier back then. It's just like it's such a stark contrast now. Like, you get pissed, but in your old videos, like, you had some, like, seething fucking hatred going on.
It's because when you're young, you're all full of piss and vinegar and shit. Then as you get older, you're just like, the world is shit. What you gonna do? Me and Paul are just like premature curmudgeons, dude.
Yeah, I did hit a point in my late 20s where I was just like, fuck, like I don't even care. I'm not even gonna pretend. I can't even pretend to care most of the time anymore. So yeah, this was the good old days.
Back when I used to care about something for a fucking split second.
Stand in awe You know, there have always been quite a few YouTube atheists, but I could give two shits and a fuck about, to be frank with you. And that's fine. I don't have to like or agree with every YouTube atheist. But there are some people, some atheists here on YouTube, and not necessarily people I subscribe to. I don't subscribe to a whole lot of people, but people that I had a modicum
Not
of respect
worthy
for.
of Paul's admiration.
They can suck my fucking dick
subscription.
till my balls cave in. That's pretty much how I feel about it.
Suck my dick till my balls cave in.
I just noticed that part of it,
So I've been
man.
spending a lot of time in
Pause
stick
it.
cam.
I just noticed that part where Paul's like, I don't subscribe to many people. It's like the Paul's ego seal of approval.
Yeah, dude. I'm judicious with my subscriptions, man.
I am subscribed to but 3 people.
Lately.
Yeah.
Or stick 'em.
What a fucking
as some
apple
people call it.
now.
I prefer stick cam. And that's what
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
fucking
that
calling
apple
it.
looks good.
I've been hanging out in some of the atheist chat rooms. I've been hanging out in Mr. Brett
Give me that
Keane's
apple.
chat room when he puts it up.
Yeah.
Mr.
Now,
Brett
Brett
Keane.
Keane was the first YouTube atheist I ever ran across. I've always liked his vids.
Yep.
But he's done and said some shit that I don't particularly like.
Well.
He's done and said some shit that, I'll be frank with you, I don't respect a whole lot. But I don't write him off as an interesting person. I don't think of myself as...
You really still haven't, because we talk about him all the time.
No, TJ, don't defend him. You know he's...
I mean,
Paul's right.
Yep.
Well,
I know you guys really want me in this video to talk about how like I want to like lick the dew off of Brett Keane's muscly chest or whatever. Like it just doesn't happen.
It happens. It's happening right now.
I love having a
we're all
discussion with the
witnessing
guy. In
it
fact,
all.
I've had a really good time having a discussion with the guy over the last couple of days.
You've had some good discussions.
Some
with,
great discussions with Brett.
Brett there, Paul.
Sure.
Were they great? What made them good, in your opinion?
If this wasn't from 2006, I could probably give you some specific examples, but Stickam doesn't even exist as a website anymore, so I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
Convenient.
Doesn't remember.
Yeah.
That's fine.
He's a really down-to-earth guy. He's fun to talk to.
Down to earth.
Down earth.
He
Fun.
is. He's really
fun.
down to earth now that he doesn't get out of bed. Like he's really, really down to earth.
He's literally down to earth.
And as the
Okay,
bed
well.
sinks lower and lower, he gets even closer down to earth. And then on the day of his heart attack, well, a few days afterwards, he'll be really down to earth. He'll be down in the earth.
Yeah, he'll be in the earth then.
That's if Dorn just doesn't throw him in the fucking dumpster out back. Brett, you fat ass.
I don't know how many people knew about this, but Brett recently put another YouTube account up a couple of days ago, and it was banned within 48 hours. We were talking about this
Still
just a few
doing his
minutes
old
ago
shit.
in Stickam. And Brett asked if I would put a video up for him. My first reaction was, no, that's not really what I do. I've never done it before. It's not something that I really want to get into. And quite frankly, it's probably not something you'll see me do a whole lot in the future. But as I watched this video, I realized that I had to post it. Because I think that Brett says some things that YouTube atheists need to fucking hear and react to. Now, I understand that posting up a Brett Keane video is pretty much an invitation for drama. Go ahead and downvote the shit out of this video. But while you're hitting 1 star, react to it.
1 star.
Yeah, man.
So
You need to give Brett Keane his fair fucking shit,
yeah,
y'all.
and also Paul went against his own principles and posted someone else's video on his channel for Brett Keane. He made that exception. Did he ever post any of your videos, TJ?
I don't think so.
He
No.
posted videos on TJ's channel for
Yeah, he
TJ.
did.
That's true. Brett Keane did.
No, I was asking if Paul did. If Paul ever mirrored any of your videos.
No, he never did.
Oh man,
think so.
But he's doing it for Brett Keane because he wants people to hear what Brett Keane has to say.
The fucking Brett Keane, Paul's
He's like
ego,
a
and TJ
disciple.
love triangle. It's like they have this weird.
Paul's just
they have a weird love triangle. They
Paul's
do.
just like, Brett, I'll be your megaphone, talking to my
Yep.
ass, and your words will come out of my mouth.
Yep. You know what? I think this is even more ball sucking than to the degree of TJ's video
Oh, wow.
that we watched.
Oh, come on, Ben. You're reaching pretty fucking deep. Mirroring a Brett Keane video in 2006 is the same thing as Brett standing on a mountaintop with tidal waves crashing and tornadoes trying to lift him up. No, dude. It's just not. Look, I've admitted multiple times before, I used to like Brett Keane. I used to support him. I used to talk to him quite often. It took a while to realize he was a total piece of shit. But I was
How do you feel? How do you feel about
critical
that?
of Brett in this video.
So would you guys say that makes Paul a poor judge of character?
Yes.
I would
Oh,
say
wow.
that Paul is a Brett Keane apologist.
Yep.
Yeah.
And really, he is to this day.
Easily duped.
Paul, what is Paul's
Paul
greatest-
saw the warning
Paul's
signs.
greatest dream.
He saw the warning
Paul's
signs.
greatest dream is to make a Brett Keane documentary, which he wants to portray Brett Keane in a sympathetic
That
light.
is 100% true.
He wants to humanize Brett Keane. He wants to make Brett Keane a good guy in people's eyes. You know, so this is just, you know, Brett Keane is basically, Paul is basically Brett Keane's Goebbels, dude. That's what it's going burning down to. He's a propaganda minister. You should call him Propaganda Minister Paul. And Brett's the
Propaganda
Fuhrer.
Minister Goebbels. Yeah.
Yep, that's what you are, dude. For Brett.
I know you.
For Brett.
I know you want this. I know you want this to soothe your sore ass after the humiliation that you received, but it's just not.
At least I was never
video.
I innocently in my youth admired a fucking tragically flawed figure, but you, knowing he was a flawed figure, still defended him, still tried to convince people to take him seriously, and tried to help him maintain his power and influence, which makes you far worse than I could ever be, Paul.
I agree.
Far worse than I could ever be.
Make a video response about it. I want to hear what some of the more vocal members of the YouTube atheist community, and along with some of the less vocal members of the YouTube atheist community. I want to hear what the YouTube atheist community.
I've had my fun with this.
Do you want to see the Keane video?
No, I don't.
He has teeth in it. It's one thing I noticed.
You always notice when he has teeth.
You responded to the Keane video. Like, Brett, this actually does prove that TJ learned about Brett earlier than I did. Because when I mirrored this video, TJ reviewed it and was horribly critical of everything that Brett had to say. So TJ fell off the Brett bandwagon before I did. But
Even
I think
though
that's
I
because
was easily a bigger dick sucker than you were.
Yeah, you revered him so much that when he revealed himself to be flawed, you had to leave. You couldn't hang anymore.
That's why I never want to meet my heroes.
And that's why,
you know, the one time I ever did, it was like,
And that's why. That's why every 3 months Brett puts out the "Amazing Atheist is my biggest fan" video.
Hey, I am still kind of a fan of Brett in a way, you know.
No, you're like, let's not play any more Brett videos. Fuck, I can't watch those anymore.
Yeah, because it's depressing in a way, but it's also, he's so fun and he's so, like, interwoven into, like, our existence as a show.
Yeah, that's true.
And, like, we've just had he's had so many so bad it's good videos, you know. It's like watching The Room or something.
I'd like to have him on the show again sometime and fucking see. We should like guess how many times he's gonna leave and come back.
Another French vanilla situation.
Yep. I love it. I love it how he like tricks people into running his fucking hangouts for him.
I love it too.
He'll until it backfired the other night. The other night he left and like nobody talked for like 15 minutes. Yeah. So
50 minutes of total dead silence.
Like within the last couple of days, he uploaded a video. He's actually done this before, where he's like, "You know what, guys? I've just pretty much had it with YouTube. So if you want to vote me off of YouTube, just thumbs down this video. I'm going to leave it up for 2 weeks. And at the end of 2 weeks, if there's more thumbs downs than likes, I'm gone for good." Of course, that video's gone. Like 24 hours later, it's like it never existed, right?
Gone
because
forever.
Immediately, the downvotes were so fucking huge that there was no way in 2 weeks he was going to be able to make enough sock accounts to make up for it. So let's just pretend that never happened.
Isn't that most of Brett's life is just pretending that never happened?
Swipe that under the rug. The rug is bigger than the
Brett's
house at this point.
Most of his life is like consists of cooking up these schemes. Like, I know he was thinking like that people were going to be like, "Nah, Brett, we don't want you gone, man. We may disagree," but like he cooks up these schemes and then they just spectacularly blow up in his face. And he's left. Of course, somebody saved that video. I know they did. So like, it's never going to leave.
It's around forever.
Oh man!
I just love how many Gone videos he's made. I mean, what is it now? Like at least 100 Gone videos.
You know that you're fucking stupid when you constantly have to take down your own videos like moments later because it's like, oh shit, this was a terrible idea. It's like, Brett, here's an idea. Instead of just doing every whim that enters your head, maybe try to think things through. You know, the chess master plans several moves ahead. You know, you don't just like fucking, this piece looks good, checkmate. Oh shit, never mind, I'll take that back. It's like, fucking Brett.
All right, moving on. Look at the title of this one.
I do want to say, though, that one more Brett Keane thing.
Oh, my God.
One more fucking Brett Keane. Shut up, Ben. One more Brett Keane thing.
We're going to cover in the post show then.
Yeah, because like now that we've started a new video, let me regress back to what we were just talking about.
I just want to say one thing. That video I made sucking Brett Keane's dick.
Oh, God.
The thing I said about him was he had dogged tenacity, and the fact that he keeps coming back for more just proves that I was correct in noticing that he had that attribute. And
he also talked about how beautiful his eyes are.
He does have beautiful eyes. He did. They sparkle like diamonds. Yeah, what?
You were correct to suck his dick, right? Then is what you're saying.
Yeah. I just didn't know all the. I didn't.
Well, good for you.
The dick looked good. I didn't see all the blemishes around the dick.
You're easily
you know what I'm saying?
TJ. You and Paul both just fell for the Brett Keane. With the stallion.
Hello, everybody. Wild Bill for America here. And I got a phone call the other day from a friend.
He looks different.
He's growing his hair longer.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
He has glasses on. He doesn't normally have glasses on.
Does he not?
He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I don't know.
You're looking weird, Wild Bill.
Yeah, something's going on with Wild Bill.
It's like your look is getting very confused because you're wearing like a cowboy hat and pedophile glasses and lazy drunken accountant fucking Hawaiian shirt. I don't get what's going on.
Drunken accountant.
Yes.
Is that that's what a drunk accountant wears? Okay, when you show up to get your taxes done.
Drunken dock worker.
That actually does come from a real life experience of someone who does taxes down in Louisiana. He basically is like, if you're a close friend of his, you can literally pay him in alcohol for him to do your taxes. You can just buy him like a bottle of fucking
Crown Royal,
and he'll do your taxes. And he fucking sits around all day in a Hawaiian shirt. So that's where I got that from. And he is a pretty good accountant.
Who is preparing to go to Ukraine to meet the lady who he will probably be bringing back to the USA.
I always thought it was Ukraine, but he says Ukraine.
Ukraine, me stork.
Be his new bride. And I am all for it. Believe it or not, there is more to immigration than the uneducated criminals that have been invading this nation to suck the lifeblood out of America, bring jihad to our cities, and to drag this nation down by voting Democrat. We need a whole herd of well-educated, freedom-loving, family-oriented beauty.
You know, this whole Democrat-Republican thing has been going on for a really long time. So there's not like it's not like this Democrat shit is a recent development, you know?
Who are smart enough to vote against socialism. Has it not occurred to people that we have a choice as to who we let into this country? There is no law that says we have to accept whatever riffraff sneaks into our country.
And we don't.
We have the right to...
Yeah, we don't do that, so...
It's just that
we do.
It's just that there's so many of them that, you know, they can't get everyone.
Yeah, I mean, like, it'd be too large of an undertaking. And by the way, like, there's plenty of fucking states that have fucking said, no, our economy depends on these people at this point. Don't fucking do this. This is a bad idea. We need them.
Well, also another thing is that, you know, if you're basically hunting them all the time, they don't report crimes or anything like that because they don't want to get involved with the police at all.
Right. So, I mean, it just creates a bunch of stupid problems.
Sounds like a lot of excuse for a lot of illegal activities.
If you want to fucking strengthen border security, I really don't see much of a problem with that.
But a wall is not the way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, the wall is stupid.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. I mean, there's really no way to completely secure a border that size of the fucking, you know,
I would say
Mexican border.
More people patrolling the border and like probably like an elaborate system of like cameras and sensors would probably be like the best.
I really don't know anyone like a conservative like Wild Bill. You know, I'm sure he's a capitalist. It's supply and demand. There's these jobs. Then they know, hey, if we bring these people in from this other country, we can pay them way less, and they'll just do whatever the fuck we say. So, as a good capitalist, it's their fucking responsibility to make as much money as possible. So, that's why this shit happens. It's to fill a fucking need in the marketplace. Like, if they didn't have a job, they wouldn't come here. If they couldn't get work, they wouldn't come here. So people are hiring them who are U.S. citizens.
Refuse service to anyone. And when you have jihad Muslims on one hand and the Swedish bikini team on the other, what kind of fool opens the door to the Muslims? Take a look at the...
Well, I mean, goddamn, if there's a Swedish bikini team, I mean, you know, that's different, you know?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
How often are we really faced with that choice, though? There's only room for either the Swedish bikini team or the fucking terrorist...
or ISIS,
you know?
Yeah. ISIS, gotta be ISIS.
Let ISIS in. They're fine.
Yeah, you know, if you're standing there with conventionally attractive white people and then a bunch of dirty brown people, which one are you going to choose, man?
Hey, it's not that they're brown, it's they're Muslim, all right?
Destruction of Europe. Compliments of the jihad thugs from the Middle East. Now, picture the USA with a long line of Russian ladies who have respect for our culture and the traditional faith that founded this nation. Ladies who are usually very well educated.
Is this your, like, justification for getting a Russian mail-order bride?
Yeah, I
or
think that's where he's going.
Because it's starting to sound that way.
Dude, it's completely that.
I got myself a 25-year-old bride from Moscow.
That's exactly what it is. At the beginning of this video, he talked about a friend of his that called him and told him that he's getting a wife from fucking Russia, and this video is in support of that.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
So
You're too busy talking about
Too busy
Brett
talking
Keane.
about Brett Keane's beautiful, chiseled body as he stands upon the rock.
His deep, soulful eyes, TJ.
With the fucking waves crashing against him.
All right.
But even the depths of the ocean are no match for the depths of Brett's
Keep it
eyes.
moving.
Keep it moving.
Wait, guys, is this
into
video
Brett
about
Keane
what?
territory.
Is this Wild Bill video about the thing Wild Bill's been talking about for the last 5 minutes? TJ does that like
he was talking about ISIS and shit, and like Swedish bikini teams.
Me and Scotty,
I didn't hear the Russian bride shit.
Me and Scotty will talk about something with TJ literally right there for like 10 minutes, and then later on TJ will be like, "Hey guys, did you know that the thing you were just talking about exists?"
Like, yes.
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
Doctors, biochemists,
You
artists,
guys must think you're
computer
so
engineers
interesting.
who want very much to be married to an American man who treats them well.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Because most of the Russian brides being brought over here are all biochemists in Russia. Yeah, that's happening. Lawyers and biochemists coming on over.
I was a biochemist in Russia, but I decided to sell myself to an American man. It's like, okay. Because I'm sure he'll treat me right, even though we've never met. It's like, okay.
And have a reputation for being the most desired man in the world. Take that, you feminazis.
Okay.
American men by the millions are turning their backs on marriage in the USA because, frankly, they've seen how American men are treated by many American women. Oh, I know I'll catch a little bit of grief from
All right, there's a cop behind you, so maybe he should come arrest you.
some of the women on this one.
For
But if they're
fashion
truly
crimes.
honest, they will admit that American men have been treated pretty shabby for a long time. So, as my friend jets off to Ukraine in search of a wife who will love him and respect him, I say, happy hunting. As president of the confirmed Bachelors Club of America, I'm not planning a trip to Ukraine, but I am looking forward to seeing who he brings back. Yeah, you never know. And an interesting...
Maybe he'll let me get a piece
Wait,
of that.
what do you mean you never know? You never know what? If he'll let you fuck his Russian slave girl? What? I'm sorry, Ukrainian slave girl.
I'm sorry, Wild Bill. It's so obvious he wants to do this. He just like, I guess for whatever reason he can.
I don't even think there is a friend. All right, he's talking about himself.
Yeah,
all right?
a friend. Yeah, he's doing that.
He's wearing a vacation shirt for fuck's sake. He's going to Ukraine right now to get this mail order bride. That's what's going on.
I wouldn't be shocked.
There is no friend. He's a liar.
It's a great face that he's making right now.
I love that Wild Bill managed to turn his friend going to the Ukraine to literally purchase a woman who's willing to sell her vagina to come to America, and somehow manages to tie ISIS to that. Like, how does that work?
It doesn't.
Wow, Paul. Sometimes when you like lag and stuff, it's crazy watching you because you like.
No, dude, I'm just gonna shut up for the rest of this fucking show because every time I speak, I watch the fucking lag dial over there go fucking crazy.
I think you're all right. Don't worry about it.
Point. You know who is fighting the hardest to stop foreign brides from coming into the USA? The hardcore feminists in Congress. If the PMS werewolves hate them, that means they must be good for the USA. This is Wild Bill for America. Thank you for watching. And
Okay,
America,
I gotta side with the feminists on this one.
Wow.
You know, you can't just be like, if these people who are usually wrong say something, then they must be wrong about that too. No, I think when it comes to these dudes who go over to fucking the Ukraine or something and find some woman that basically wants to sell herself so she can come to America, it's like, or you know, it's just stupid. You know, it shouldn't be allowed. Fuck that. If you're really,
I've known someone that did it.
What happened?
It's actually worked out really
Did it
well.
work out?
Yeah, it did.
All right, well, maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe I'm fucking wrong.
That's the only thing that gives me pause in all this. I mean, I know it's just anecdotal, of course, but I was kind of just like, well, it worked out for that guy. I mean, I don't know.
Sure, I'm sure it works out for some people because it's still pretty prevalent. I mean, there are websites out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a Ukrainian bride, you guys. I'm gonna try it out.
How about Brazilian?
Can you do that?
Let's see.
I don't imagine you probably could. She's like, shit, Brazilian? Never mind. Not a bad idea at all.
Let's see. Yes.
You can do it?
You can do it, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have to think about this. You know, I guess I do have a girlfriend
It's
for now,
weird
but
to
you
find
know,
out
she
that
might
Bill is
dump
a-
me at some point.
It's weird to find out that Bill's actually a bachelor. Like, I always assumed that he was married to some poor, unfortunate woman.
No, dude,
Yeah.
I've always known he was a bachelor. There's no way.
Wild Bill can't be tamed. All right. We're going to do a white guilt segment.
Ugh.
Why?
Ugh.
You don't like it?
White guilt.
Is it, I'm just afraid it's going to be that Uhuru fuck again.
Nope, it's not.
Oh, thank God.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I.
Hey, it's George Takei.
It is something that I generally do not do.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Jackie Chan.
Once in a million years. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a piece of relatively positive advice.
Do it.
So this is
Now, I
once in a
wanna-
million years. I mean, that's a fucking bold statement. It's only going to happen once in a million years, TJ. Are you going to get this fucking amazing advice for white people?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. I was just focusing on his Asianness.
Well, you are racist, so I mean, obviously.
Reiterate that this is.
I can't
something
understand his ching chong gobbledygook.
that I pretty much never do.
Learn to talk American, boy.
like-
All right.
Can I play the video so we can hear what he actually talks about so later on you won't be asking what it's about?
I don't even care what it's about, but you can play it.
Okay.
As rare
I'll shut
as
up.
having, given birth to triplets, and your doctor is Bigfoot, and Tupac and Biggie are reading off your Powerball numbers, and you won.
Okay.
So it's to that magnitude.
Okay.
Okay, so
You're building this up a lot.
here it goes. All right. This is my piece of advice to make you all better allies or supporters. Okay. And that piece of advice is don't pander to people of color. Simple, right? Let me break it down to you.
All right, thanks.
We all know
I don't.
what's going on with Hillary Clinton. Shh. Sorry, that's my dog. No, go. Stop.
Even the dog hates the
we
video.
know how awkward it is.
Oh, God.
And
Wow.
This is so pretentious and patronizing.
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you something.
Right. He's going to give us advice.
Oh, my God. I just feel like I'm being zapped with a boredom ray.
Set phaser to boring. Yeah.
Play dominoes. Talking about hot sauce in her purse, trying to get the black vote.
Yep, black vote. Hot sauce. Yep.
Drinking chewy tea and trying to impress Asian people. And we know it's full of shit.
Wait a minute. White people don't drink chewy tea. White people don't eat hot sauce.
Yeah, never.
But politicians are a terrible example because they pander to literally everyone they think will vote for them.
And I think Hillary's a terrible example to use of this in the first place because anything she does, she's just trying to convince people she's human.
She panders to everyone.
She even affects more of a southern drawl when she goes to fucking southern states.
Hillary has said, "I'm real." You know, like I think
Let's
that's like a
be
telling
honest.
statement.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
Let's be honest.
The reason that politicians pander to people of color is because it fucking works. It works. People love when a politician that's nothing like them comes into town and goes, "Girlfriend, I got some hot sauce in my purse for that church's fried chicken." Everybody goes fucking nuts. Why would they stop? It works.
They pander to fans of local sports teams too. I mean, they pander to everyone.
We don't pander. Fuck you, audience.
No,
Go
it's
suck
about-
a dick.
It's
Die,
the same
audience.
thing is like on the rare occasions where political figures would come through Fresno, California, they would say the stupidest shit like, "Fresno, what a beautiful place, man. Look at it. I love your strip malls. Your strip malls are the best strip malls anywhere in California. Man, I love your strip malls. There's a laundromat right next to a fucking bar. It's wonderful." You know what I mean? There's nothing to like about Fresno, California. Pandering works. People love to be pandered to.
And I think that it's funny because so many white people are calling out Hillary Clinton for doing that. But you all do the same exact shit.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about Hillary's hot
Because
sauce.
it works.
I seen you white people going to Panda Express trying to seem all Asian and shit.
Panda Express.
Knock it off.
But that's just a chain.
We know you don't like no beef with broccoli, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's more like Pander Express. Am I right, TJ?
Oh!
Damn.
Joke of the night right
Yep.
there, motherfucker.
Here you are
Pander
talking
Express.
your
I want fan
Asian
art of
girlfriend
this.
Or your black boyfriend. You know, and it's like, it's the fucking same thing. So
Yeah.
just don't do that.
Okay.
What you need to do
Don't
instead
do it.
is realize that you can still relate to people of color, but not in the way that you're doing it. Stop trying to relate to our, you know,
Is he afraid he's going
our
to wake
experiences with
his
race.
mom up or something? Like, what
I
is
think
with
so.
this hushed tone of fucking voice?
Maybe he has a white roommate. He doesn't want to hear the shit he's saying. You know, he's gonna make a video to all white people, but man, I don't want George to hear this. He might argue with me.
And discrimination. Stop trying to be like, "Oh, you went through racism, well, this one time, you know, in middle school." Like, just don't do it.
What are you talking
You can
about?
relate to us in so many different ways. You can talk to us about the weather. You can talk to us about the fact that, you know, you're upset with
You
your
can sit
landlord.
quietly.
Yeah, I like how he's telling us what we're allowed to do around
Just
him.
sit in the corner and don't make a sound.
The only time I'm gonna fucking
you wanna relate-
interact with you is when I pay you for my egg rolls.
Yeah. If you
That's
want to
all the
react
interaction I
to people
want.
of color, you want to you want to interact with people of color. You have so many options. You can sit quietly and let us dominate the conversation. You can keep your mouth shut when we talk about our life struggles, as if you have no way of relating to us on even a human level because we have different levels of melanin than you do. It's the stupidest fucking shit.
I agree.
It's not.
Talk about your relationship problems, like all.
Dude, you don't understand people of color emotions, dude. You got these white emotions. That's like the only fucking emotions white people feel is greed and a need to keep others down. And that's pretty much our entire emotional range. You wouldn't understand the rich emotional texture of a person of color.
Why is it that like people like this are constantly going, well, you know, I'm an SJW, I'm a feminist because I want equality for black people, and then every time they talk about people of color, They talk about them like they're some other species from white people. So like they want equality, but they're completely different. You can't talk to us like you talk to your white friends. Here's the rules for talking to us. Like, how does that even foster equality in the least? It's the opposite.
You're a moron, Paul. You're a moron. Makes total sense what they're doing. You know it does.
Those things like we can understand. Oh, by the way, that's Yoko.
Okay.
You know, we can understand those things. Talk to us about that. You know, tell us about your interests. Tell us about the books that you read, or tell us about.
What if we were reading Asian books?
You don't understand it.
Can we not?
Stop appropriating Asian culture, man.
He knows you don't have no interest in Asian shit.
Oh.
Quit trying to appropriate that culture, man.
I just read this book called the physical attributes of the Negro subrace. You wanna talk about it?
Huh?
Yeah, the sloped forehead, the large lips, man. This is a great book, man. Let's talk about it. Christ.
Reading this book called Mein Kampf.
We can relate to racism. No, you have to listen.
Okay.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't.
Whoa.
No, I don't. I don't have to listen.
The other thing is,
Paul, you need to listen.
Shut up and listen.
Why won't anyone here listen? Why won't you look?
When are these
if we just
fucking
listen,
people gonna figure out that the way to talk to people isn't going, no, you need to listen. Quit talking, quit offering your own opinions and listen. Like, who reacts well to that? Ever?
I do, Paul. You need to shut up and listen to what this guy has to say.
I'm
Listen.
not advocating that, you know, you have to start hating your white side in order for you to, you know, relate.
Hating your white
I think
side.
that the people on my page who are white, who
Your
get it,
page?
are
Oh, okay.
the ones who are most accepting of their whiteness. They understand that their whiteness means that they can't understand what life is like for people of color, but at the same time, they're not in denial of it. You know, they're happy about the fact that they were born
so
in
it's
Canada.
basically people just totally buy into white privilege, and they're just like, yeah, you're right. I have no clue.
All right, I'm gonna say
I need to shut up and say
for this
nothing.
generation, I'm gonna say crop failure. It's time to just kill them all and start over.
Yeah.
Sorry, millennials, you all have to die. You've disappointed.
You're a millennial too.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just on the border of millennial and Gen X.
I'm gonna say anyone under
Too
30.
close, man. Yeah, die.
Anyone under 30 has to die.
Well, fuck
Because
that.
I'm past
man.
that.
Yeah, I ain't down with
I'd
that.
say under 35.
No, under 30.
Under 40. Under 40.
They all have to die.
All dead.
Actually, everyone older sucks too, because they're all a bunch of conservative
So,
assholes. I just say kill the entire human
Yeah.
race, actually.
When's the asteroid
Except
coming?
for me and like 3 or 4 other people.
Would all of them happen to be attractive women?
I don't know.
I think that would be.
I mean, I might have like.
Oh well, yeah, you're bi, so
Paul,
maybe
Paul could
maybe
be like my butler or something.
Okay, so Paul.
And I guess you could. Well, no, you can't be there because you would probably like betray me and try to steal my kingdom. So, fuck that.
I'm still gonna be there.
No, not you.
Dude, I'm a-
Scotty.
Maybe it's me.
Scotty.
I was gonna say I'd be a great fucking butler, man.
I know,
Don't
that's what I'm
count me
saying.
out.
You're totally.
I'm still gonna be there, TJ.
Yeah, you can go fucking have your own camp, a few hundred clicks away or something.
No, I'm gonna take your camp over, TJ.
Ah, you fuck. You ain't coming. It's my apocalypse.
I'm gonna be there, man.
I'm gonna help
this guy sucks. So.
I'm gonna help Scotty take over the camp.
Yeah. Sorry, TJ.
You would.
Is it possible
Faggots.
that in Mendham, with his like end the human species argument, has been right the entire time? Like all of the scorn that's been heaped on Gary and Mendham for claiming that the human species is an abject failure and needs to end. He was right the whole fucking time, dude. Like look at the election cycle. Look at the choices we're going to be given. Look at the average intelligence of an American. It's time. It's time for us to just flush humanity down the toilet and let natural selection have another stab at it.
I would say keep a few people alive. The elite, people like me, but everyone else dies.
And your butler, right? 'Cause
Yes,
you have
and
to
your
have somebody-
butler, and everyone I like can live, but everyone else has to die. And if I don't know you, well, maybe I would have liked you, but you gotta die because I don't know. Sorry.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, what's he supposed to do, Ben? Talk to 7 billion people? I mean, you gotta, you know, sometimes you gotta lump everybody together.
There has to be some sort of cutoff. Yeah,
it's what you gotta do, man.
There's gotta be a cutoff. You know, the cutoff might be like 10 people. So,
I guess I don't really have to destroy the world. I could just leave the planet. No, because I like this planet, but I can make the rest of you guys leave. You all have to go colonize Mars and let me inherit the Earth. That's what needs to happen.
Dude, you would not like that.
Yeah, I would.
No,
because I would keep enough people around so that I could still be lazy.
No.
Yeah.
And what exactly is going to give you the ability to force all these people to wait on you hand and foot?
Because I'll be the one that's in somehow choosing who fucking stays and who has to go live on Mars. Because it's my hypothetical scenario, bitch.
Your hypothetical scenario sucks ass.
Yeah, it's a very, very unlikely hypothetical scenario.
Yeah, well, I think it should happen.
Well, why wouldn't you?
That's a good point. Why wouldn't I? So what's next?
Let's do... Oh, this one.
Plus, one of America's favorite stores, Target, removing boys and girls labels. They're going gender neutral, whatever that is. Have the PC police gone too far?
So he's playing a Fox News clip.
Yeah, the PC police are just out of control, man. I'm not going to be able to shop at Target anymore because they took down the boys and girls signs.
Live report.
Oh, have you guys heard about their bathroom policy as well? I mean, there's actually a Target boycott going on right now.
Cool.
And I fully support it, of course.
I was already boycotting Target because Target sucks, but
I couldn't even tell you the last time I went to one.
Yeah.
Report straight ahead.
Well, Target is removing gender labels from its toy and bedding departments after complaints about the products. I know. You know when you walk in, you look up and you say,
how do you do it?
Is this like an artistic choice of vigilant Christians?
Specifically labeled prior to this.
I think he's probably trying to
superimpose this over it.
This is actually what you see. This is the subliminal message in the background when you watch Fox News.
This is some like they live shit.
Consume.
Point, boys or girls, but no more.
Nope. Alcida Segui from Fox 13 in Tampa is live outside a Target store where they're going to take down some of those signs. Right, Alcida?
Was it a slow news day?
Yes. For Mario too, he's got to pump out like 10 videos a day on his 50 channels that he has.
I mean, like all the girls' toys are still going to be clearly girls' toys, and all the boys' toys are still be clearly boys' toys. There's just no sign
labeled
saying it anymore.
It's not labeled, TJ.
What does it matter? You could still get your kids whatever
because
toys you want.
Now we're making it so there's no genders, TJ.
Okay.
And that's going to promote faggotry.
What if it's my boy's birthday and I head on down to the Target and I end up buying him a pretty princess Barbie because there wasn't a girl label on it? What you gonna say then, TJ?
Then I would say you must be retarded.
Is this going to confuse you? I know it's going to confuse me.
What?
And they're doing it not only at this store here in Tampa,
but
all Target stores across the country.
He just said it was going to confuse him?
Yeah.
Was he joking?
I couldn't tell. I did get a hint of sarcasm.
I think it might have been sarcasm, but it was kind of like on that like verge, I guess, that like blurred line.
And they're making these changes because Target received thousands of emails through social media as well, Twitter and Facebook, and it's from folks asking this retail store to remove the gender-based signage within the store itself. So Target says it's addressing the issue, and now they're
issue. It's not an issue. I don't care either way with this shit. I don't care if the signs are up. I don't care if they're not up.
You know what it is? It's some SJWs whined. Target made the change, and now conservatives are pissed off because they gave in to the SJWs.
And both of them are fucking useless cocksuckers. Who cares? Who gives a shit? How could anyone conceivably fucking care?
It's not labeled right.
Mario
some
cares,
changes, but it's not going to happen in the entire
Mario's a fucking mental invalid, dude.
Store. It's just going to happen
What
in
are you
certain
talking
departments.
about?
For example, in the kids' betting area.
It's just my worlds, you guys.
Let's believe it.
Signs will no longer state.
All right, Mario, this is fucking annoying. Take this shit off the fucking... No one wants to fucking watch it through the filter of this horrible fucking thumbnail.
Where's even the commentary?
For boys or for girls.
I think there is
Instead,
commentary
it'll
in
say
it, though.
kids betting. And the toy aisle, they're removing references
so
to
ugly.
gender as well, including the use of pink, blue, yellow, and green paper. You'll likely see changes in the toy aisle, the home department, entertainment department as well. Now, in some cases, like apparel, signage will likely stay the same. These changes come in response to customers' feedback. Again, Target says over the past year, guests have raised...
Mario, you have to comment on this. Yeah. No wonder
you've said nothing.
You putting a fucking shitty fucking thumbnail superimposed over the whole news story doesn't protect you from fair use. You actually have to make commentary. You can't just play some unmolested fucking 20-minute clip of this shit.
It's been molested. There's a satanic mainstream media fan in the background.
Important questions about a handful of signs that offer problems.
World.
Oh my god.
Finally.
Hey everyone, it's the Vigilant Christian.
How many minutes in is that?
Let's see.
It's like 4 minutes.
Fuck.
It looks like it was about 4 minutes of this shit that he fucking wasted before he even says shit.
Mario,
All
we're here
right.
for another edition of Illuminati New World Order Exposed.
Okay.
In today's video,
Finally,
I wanted to continue showing you the elite's agenda to blur
Yep.
the lines when it comes to gender in order to confuse the masses,
In order
destroy
to-
the fabric of society, which is the strong Christian family in America, in order that the country would
pause it.
destabilize.
This doesn't even make any sense. This is only one place that did it, and it did in response to a fucking social media campaign. And Target has always kind of done this shit because obviously they're more of like a liberally run company. That's kind of obvious. If you look at the decisions they made in the past, it's just been a fucking, you know, a lightning rod for conservative fucking criticism. So this is nothing new.
Target.
Bringing in chaos that they can then capitalize on to bring about their socialist new world order and bring about a
Okay, so here's what happens, everybody. They get rid of boys and girls signs in Target, and this causes chaos that enables the New World Order to seize control of the world.
Yeah, that is the slippery slope, yes.
That's the worst slippery slope I've ever fucking heard. That's the dumbest sequence of events anyone's ever described. I mean, you'd have to be beyond retarded. A fucking person with Down syndrome would hear that and be like, that doesn't make sense. The fuck are you, what? What are you talking about? You're fucking insane.
TJ, can you break out the Down syndrome impersonation more often?
I don't think I should, but...
totalitarian police state. Now, if you haven't heard the insane news that I reported on yesterday, I'm going to leave this report in the description section below.
Okay, so yet again, he's worried about a surveillance
Ottawa,
state.
Canada schools.
He's willing to do nothing.
We went through... Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, like, we've already been through this with Mario so many times. Like, he's so worried about like this authoritarian police state forming that he's worried about what's happening at Target. It's like, dude, you don't even talk about like any of these surveillance bills. You don't talk about any times the government actually starts infringing on people's rights. Like, it just seems like you only find trivial news stories. I mean, either he's so fucking stupid he believes this shit, or this is just a calculated attempt to make money.
I think you're right with the second one.
I think it's both, but this fucking gender neutral bathroom shit, I mean, we traveled Europe, all right? There was plenty of places where there was no segregated bathrooms, or where the bathrooms were not nearly as segregated.
Separated by like a wall.
Separated by like a little tiny, like fucking.
Let's
thin
do
wall
one better.
or
Let's do
something.
one better. How many fucking times have Republicans talked about a bill to ban sexual predators from bathrooms? You know, they can't use public bathrooms because they're sexual predators. How many bills like that have you ever heard of?
None.
But now suddenly this issue, this fucking lightning rod issue comes up, and it's, oh, wait a minute, we need to protect children from these predators, which have never been demonstrated to be true. Where did this come from? Where did this information come from that these people are sexual predators? I'd really like to know the source, because
they fucking reached deep into the Republican asshole.
Yeah, that's about it.
They pulled out a nugget of shit and they cleaned it off, and what was beneath was this idea.
This is the end times. Wake up. Now,
gender-neutral bathrooms are a sign of the end times.
No, they're not. They already exist.
But, you know, things like climate change and, you know, mass die-off of species and, you know...
Poppycock!
That kind of stuff. That's not a sign of any sort of end times or anything. No one even cares about that.
The end times. The end times have been coming for 2,000 fucking years. Like, if there was a YouTube in 1910, it would have been like, Henry Ford's telling us that we should give up the old traditional way of horse and buggy and drive around in this machine that magically moves without a horse to pull it. This is a sign that Jesus is coming back. You know, no.
You're right. You're totally right.
I reported on this yesterday, and I didn't comment on it because I wanted to save my comments here for this video today because I knew I was going to upload this. But I mean, check this out. The world is absolutely being conditioned and brainwashed by the elite's agenda to the point where schools here in Canada, an hour away from where I live, I'm actually going to live in Ottawa pretty soon, are going to bow down to the entertainment industry's propaganda and lies and start modifying their school bathrooms to accommodate for genderless bathrooms.
And Mario, guess what? It doesn't matter. It's such an inconsequential thing.
Mario.
It's satanic.
It's all satanic.
No, well, the same soothsayers like Mario have been screaming this shit for the entire time humanity's been able to reason this kind of shit out. I'm sure there've been people like Mario saying it's all gonna end, it's all a conspiracy, it's all this thing. You're gonna piss off the sky god, whatever, all bullshit.
Mm-hmm. No.
Thanks, Mario! I get your point. As we try and convince ourselves that it really wasn't our fault, I want to give a big fuck you to all the men who make my anger possible.
So now we're gonna listen to 5 minutes of shit that makes no sense and just fucking be like, okay, let's...
Some of them at least I can follow what they're supposed to be about, and then others of them are just like so fucking pretentious and like mixing a billion different metaphors that make no sense, that you don't have any fucking idea what they're actually saying.
They're incoherent, have fucking lack any cohesion. It's just it ultimately like breaks down to a bunch of cliche fucking phrases they've heard and just feminist fucking lingo. That's all they end up becoming.
Thanks, Mario.
Yeah. The tears on my face flow like rivers when I walk into public. People don't look at me, or when they do look at me, they look at me to make fun of me. They say, look at that neck beard. Look at that unattractive fat piece of shit. Who would ever want to speak to him? I'm a pariah, just like the Jews that the Pharaoh forced to leave his lands. I'm forced to shop late at night because I have to hide my shameful bearded face from the people that, like, what the fuck, man?
That was actually better than anything they've ever done.
True.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
You were trying to make fun of how bad it was.
Yeah, I actually understood what you were talking
did was
about.
actually better.
Yeah, it made sense. It made sense.
Feminism,
oh God! Hold on. Let me just
there you go. Feminist lingo.
Let me just take a moment to cry for myself.
Intersectional feminism.
Okay.
I'm crying on the inside.
All right. Yep. I'm just gonna I just wanted to prematurely mourn what I'm about to feel.
Fucking feminism plays the dozens with white feminism. White feminism is about as feminist as Dr. Pepper is a medical.
You are a white feminist.
Okay, TJ, look, white feminism is not real feminism, obviously.
Doctor, as Rachel Dolezal is black, as an orgasm with Donald Trump would be real. White feminism got itself
one black friend, Raven Simone, calls itself intersectional, still shows up to your Halloween party in blackface, though. Thinks Beyonce is overrated, but Taylor Swift, that's a feminist icon, though. Thinks twerking is a revolution on Miley, but wants to know why Nicki just won't respect herself, though. White feminism, what's good? White feminism doesn't...
Oh shit, Ben's the one that broke today. It broke Ben.
Yeah.
Ben's like, no!
Yeah.
Ben stared into the
broke
abyss,
too.
and the abyss stared back into him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I broke too. It just quietly, desperately inside. I
Inside,
broke.
yeah. I'm okay.
Ben and Paul's spirits are broken.
I can take a little more.
Appreciate being called white feminism. White feminism thinks your obsession with race is frankly divisive. Besides, Meryl Streep says we're all descendants of Africa anyway. And white feminism swears she will unlock the door to equality and let us all in if we just hoist her through this window.
So Meryl Streep said we're all descendants of Africans, and that's problematic, but it's actually true, so... You're
Well,
basically
it's
saying that
problematic.
a fact is bad.
Biology does not factor into feminist thinking. I've learned that many times. And there's countless examples. Oh, go ahead.
It's problematic only when a white person mentions it. If a black person goes, anyway, we all came from Africa. We all came out the mother country. That's strong. That's independent. That's owning your black heritage as the people that started our race. But as soon as a white person says it, oh, hell no. Doesn't make any sense. Feminism is eating itself, and we get to watch it every fucking episode. We get to watch it eat itself. This isn't even about the patriarchy
It must be eating
anymore. Now it's like
it must be eating a lot of itself because she's pretty fat.
and brown feminism. That is true.
On our backs.
I think she's eating some Oreos alongside the feminism.
That just like white feminism, always getting up on someone else's.
I think she's about to eat the mic in a second, actually.
She thought about it. You can tell she's like, damn, that looked good. Is that a hot dog?
Back.
Yeah, you killed it. Short. You killed it. You did it,
I can
kid.
give her that much. It was shorter than they normally are.
Thank you to Button Poetry.
Thanks, Button Poetry.
Amazing.
Thanks, Button
And
Poetry.
stimulating
The
insight
shit was
into
amazing.
feminism.
We loved it. We loved every
that shit was amazing.
simpering, pandering, shitty moment of it. It was great.
Did you hear the roar of the crowd? They loved it, TJ. They loved it.
They did.
More power to them.
Let's see. What else do we got here? How to summon
Before
a
we move on
UFO.
to the next video, before we move on, just real quick, Brett Keane, I think, took his video down to hide an alcohol problem. He's drinking a hard root beer in the video, and he claims it's normal root beer. He says, now, before anybody criticizes me, this is not a beer. This is just root beer. But you can see that it's not your dad's root beer, a popular brand of hard root beer.
Yep.
So I think Brett Keane is falling slowly into drink.
I don't know why he would feel the need to lie about that, because it's a pretty weak beer.
He did the same thing with the weed pipe.
Yeah,
in
he
that
was
older
smoking weed and he's like, this is tobacco.
Yeah, but he had to light it every time he hit it.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah,
that's not tobacco.
that's not tobacco, dude.
It's tobacco, you're hitting it an awful lot like it's weed. That doesn't make no sense.
Well, he has to present the image of a pure, good God believer, TJ.
Well, back then it was when he was an atheist.
Oh, when he was an atheist.
See him drinking like whiskey, and he just shot glasses full of whiskey. He's like, don't worry, it's apple juice.
Yeah.
This is just apple juice, goddammit. Darn!
Don't worry, I have to take my medication by snorting a line of white powder, okay? Like, I can't take pills anymore.
You know, maybe the way it's good that Brett became disabled. He had a lot of, like, what was it, like a...
This isn't heroin, I'm just giving myself a diabetes shot.
But doesn't Brett have an extensive,
insulin.
like, arrest record, Paul? I think you said you saw something to that effect.
I think at least 5.
Yeah, so maybe it's good that he's quote-unquote disabled now.
I don't know if he goes around saying he's disabled. He did say he was bedridden, so...
Kind of the same thing.
We can see that. We didn't need him to tell us that.
So, do you want to play another video, or...?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Might as well. We got a little time.
Yep. Are we going to do a post show?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Show.
everyone.
Since we're not doing a Friday show.
True.
Do a post show.
Everyone check out the post show on SoundCloud. It'll be posted eventually.
Yeah, and don't bitch and complain if the post show isn't up right away. Fucking crybabies.
Yeah.
Always with the whining.
The whining.
When is the next WWE pay-per-view anyway?
It's coming up pretty soon.
Want to watch that.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it is. I was looking at this because, like, Ring of Honor's coming to Columbus.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's watch a video.
All right. We just started having a conversation about something else.
Totally different.
How to summon UFOs and more.
Cool.
Guys, it's Natalie here.
Hi, Natalie.
I promised I would do a video on how to connect with interdimensional beings, multidimensional
Interdimensional beans.
Beans. Cool.
type stuff.
So like a garbage.
And we've been waiting for this video, Natalie, so hurry the fuck up.
It actually is a lot more simpler than...
Simpler.
A lot more simpler. Cool.
Now, I've been doing this for about 2 years now. I have always been connected to the stars. I've always been connected to nature. But it intensified.
Yeah, you're
when
part
I
of nature.
started
That's why you're
waking up
connected to
more.
it.
Does she look like she's about to burst into tears at any fucking second to anybody else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it looks like she's just gonna sob and just cry immediately.
Yeah, it looks like she's going to collapse into a ball on the floor and start screaming.
A lot of these people are emotional train wrecks and, probably suffer from mental illness, so it's not very surprising.
I've always been connected
to nature. So I spent a lot of time in the last 2 years outside in nature, connecting with nature, and
the rest of the time I was in the institution.
And when you spend as much time out there as I do, you're bound to be able to catch stuff. I would sometimes ride my bike in the middle of the night. I can't tell you how many cops pulled me over on my bike, wondering what the heck I was doing. So just go find something you enjoy doing outside. Go stargaze, go lay a blanket out, and just stare up at the sky. You can go for a walk at night.
Okay,
Just
this is like
connect
a
to
very
your heart,
sad
connect to
obsession with
nature,
like stars and night and
connect to the
this
stars.
activity.
You connect. Just connect to the stars.
I'm waiting for her to tell me how she summons a UFO.
She doesn't have a TV apparently, so she just goes outside and watches stars.
I just wanted to know
Sounds
how
like
she...
fitness advice.
Yeah, exactly. Go do something you enjoy. Do an activity.
I don't like
Go for a walk.
activities.
Go for a walk, teacher, under the stars.
All the activities I do are inside.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
Outside is a bad place.
Like, I think sporting events are the only time you ever actually go outside for any extended period of time.
Yeah, and I much prefer when they're in a closed arena. For sure.
The only thing that gets TJ outside is like if a big riot happens, he's gonna go join that immediately. But other than that,
fuck no.
You know, I'd probably see the riot better on TV anyway.
We're bound to catch something. When you connect with that energy and you have pure intent without expectation.
What is
not being
pure...
disappointed
Wait.
if you don't.
So pure intent without expectation?
Yeah, what is that? Like, how do you achieve this state of mind, and how does that make you summon UFOs?
You have to want to summon the UFOs, but not expect the UFOs to come, and then the UFOs will come. And if they don't
Sounds
be
about right.
disappointed, because then they won't come, because they'll see your disappointment and be like, she is not a true believer. We will not come.
But just enjoying being out there and being grateful that you're able to experience what you already are experiencing.
No.
That's when the magic happens. And
Sure.
that's when you will start seeing things using your camera.
Or
will also
you could just take some LSD.
Dude, it sounds more like she's like crazy and she went out there expecting to see it and she never saw it, like anything. Then one night she saw something and she's like, wow, I wasn't expecting to see anything because all those other nights I didn't see shit. That must be how you summon them.
Gotta just not expect them.
help you to see things that our naked eye may not be able to see right now.
Okay.
Or an untrained eye. That will actually help you as well.
An untrained eye,
And
as opposed
like I
to
said, we
her
can go more into this
highly
also
trained
when you
eyes.
want to see stuff, say you are trying to catch orbs or spirits.
Spirits, yeah.
Orbs.
Yeah, orbs, dude.
So you have to like be trained to see orbs. I'm not seeing any, but I have to start training myself to do it.
Dude, I saw some orbs, dude.
Orbs? Really?
Yeah,
Well,
orbs.
where?
Orb. It's a fun word to say.
Orbs.
Yeah, orbs.
Orbs.
That's not an orb.
Orbs.
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 There was a pair of very pleasing orbs on your video that you uploaded today, TJ.
That's true. Orbs. Orbs. Everyone's orbs.
You must have orbs.
You must have orbs.
What has helped me is using the flash on my camera.
Oh,
and
so
then
you
trying
use
to-
the flash on your camera outside in the dark, and when it hit like dust particles and shit, and you made them fucking shine, you're like, ooh, orbs.
Yeah, orbs.
The trained eye perceives the orbs. Ah, spirits.
I'm catching the stars.
I go out and I look at the stars and I feel the connection with
But you
them.
can't expect any connection. But you will feel a connection if you don't expect it.
If you don't expect the connection will come.
You have to wish upon a star too to
But
see.
you have to have
get a
pure
UFO.
intent. If your intent is even the least bit diluted. If you're like, I want to connect with the stars, but then part of you's like, actually, I'd rather just jerk off to hentai.
It sounds like some of a bad '90s
the
movie.
fucking stars won't connect to you.
I mean, doesn't it really? It's like you must be pure of heart, but not care. You know, it's like they have like this fucking thing to they save the day. They have to do some weird fucking bullshit. Have
Sounds like Ernest Goes to Camp.
some really ham-fisted
Then you
shit.
will truly be the star master. Master of stars, master of winds.
Whatever happened to Ernest?
Oh, he died.
He's dead. He's dead.
Really?
Damn,
Yeah,
Paul.
a long time
You didn't
ago.
know that shit?
A long time ago.
Ernest is fucking dead?
He's
Ernest
long
P.
dead.
Wall is dead.
Yes.
All right,
Well,
it's a...
It's been over. He died of fucking AIDS like a million years ago.
I think it was lung cancer.
It was AIDS, dude.
His name was Jim
Varney. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
See how he died. It was AIDS.
Was it?
I don't know.
Was it AIDS?
I think it was
thought it
lung
was
cancer.
AIDS, dude. I heard AIDS.
Let's see. No, it says lung cancer.
AIDS-related lung cancer.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot, TJ.
He died in 2000s. He's been dead for a long time.
Wow.
He's been dead like 16 years, Paul.
Yeah.
Wow, I've still been writing him letters every day, letting him know how much he uplifted my spirits as a kid, and hoping that he comes back and reinvents the Ernest character for the new generation.
Your life has been a lie, Paul. Your
All
life
right.
has been a lie.
Thanks to everyone for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Share it with everyone you know.
And be sure to learn to see the orbs.
Yes.
See the orbs.
The orbs.
Don't expect it, and you'll get it.
If you don't expect the orbs, that's when you see the orbs.
Good night.
All right.